Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first channel to stream Tormenta 20 played in English. My name is Alexander Januzzi. I'll be your host and GM for this adventure. And with me, I have an amazing cast as always, so let's please go ahead and do a round of introductions.
Hello, my name is Giselle Fernandez, they, them. I am playing Bucko, the notoriously chill hunter minotaur. He, they.
Hello, my name is Guilherme Moina. I'm playing Grun, the notoriously... Well... What is he notorious for? Well, the notorious imp from another life. Maybe they'll get to know these other, things he's known for. I'm really bad tonight. Anyway, him, and go ahead.
Hi, I'm Natalia Molero. She, her. And I'll be playing Kit, the notoriously trustful.
Truthful?
Yes, thank you. I was like, that's not the word. Sure. Trusting is one of the words, and she is too.
Trusting, yeah.
Cleric. That hopefully will stop speaking too much. And yeah.
Like you are doing right now?
Yeah. Exactly like me.
Hi, I'm Sydney Granat. I will be playing Time, she, her, for both me and the character, a sylph/fairy bard, and I would say she's notoriously closed off. And
thank you. That's what.
just right on the nose there. Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Victor Lecky and I am a professional cookie monster, and today I will be playing as Crimson Void, barbarian, and very keen to arrange some violence scene against Grun. Maybe, you never know.
So, I thought you were gonna make it like, generic violencing, but no, you were
he has a target now, yeah.
against Grun.
Notoriously known to have violent thoughts against Grun.
I've made a huge Excel spreadsheet with all the probabilities of Crimson Void wreaking havoc on Grun, or maybe not. Maybe something else will happen. I don't know. There are many different
Grun will die.
probabilities.
This is exactly what I was going to say.
No, but it's there's no guarantee that there's gonna be violence. That's the thing. Like there's let me see.
I'm counting on it.
There's a 2% of violence, 5% of violence on a lesser degree, and
I might not survive the
it's
lesser
not
degree.
actually.
This is my worry. So.
Everything else is less violent. Maybe some violence, maybe not. I don't know, but around 40% of things are resolving somewhere.
If you decide to go to a magical violence only, I might survive. And that's because you don't have any magic.
That's true.
It's also going to depend on whose side everybody's on.
Yep.
Oh boy. Anyways. Previously, on the End of Times. Just because I can.
Damn.
Our adventurers arrived all the same day at Fort Hammerhead, the kingdom's only bastion in the Central Hills. On the next morning, they were hired by Belinda, the owner of the tavern/smithy, to go chase her apprentice who ran away with all of her pieces of rainbow metal, a rare metal found only in the Central Hills. The adventurers almost died while rescuing Bartram Zonar from cannibal orcs, and were only able to retrieve a couple of weapons made of rainbow metal. The rest was given to a couple of threatening people dressed in black who disappeared in a bright light in the sky. Our adventurers later found out that these people work for the Brotherhood, a prominent thieves guild in the kingdom. They also learned that Bartram was coerced by the thieves guild, and on that occasion, there was a third person, large and covered in black robes. On the way back to the fort, they met a couple of other adventurers, Captain Dihian and Kururu, who were looking for their lost friend Bullock, who was abducted by a traveling circus. Back at the fort, besides putting Bartram to supervise the work, they found their only clue about the circus and went to visit Mabel LeBlanc, 3 days east. There, for a second time, they heard of a tall man dressed in black, supervising 2 men also dressed in black. Mabel told our heroes that they went to buy the LeBlanc estate, and she shooed them away. She also said that the next day, a circus tried to perform there, and she shooed them away also. Unfortunately, her son Gaspar disappeared overnight, and Mabel blamed the circus. Before they left, Mabel showered them with soup made from water from the Tormenta-infected well behind the house, and Crimson Void ate so much of it, that the effects became permanent. The adventurers went further east, following the circus's trail, and met a traveler named Fortunata on the way. They made a bet with her that if they failed on their mission to rescue Gaspar, they would tell her a memory that they were uncomfortable reliving. But if they were successful, she would tell them a secret. Continuing on their search, they found Gomer and his Scyphopagus brother, Fib, which is just a mouth and a nose on his back, who own a goat farm and make moonshine. The man had been visited by a girl with an undescribable pet, asking for a goat to feed the pet, which Gomer declined, and ever since then, however, his goats have been showing up dead, dried of their blood. Our heroes took the goat Duke, goat of gods, god of goats, I always messed that up, as bait to the girl and her pet in an attempt to try and lure her to reason with her. The girl arrived unseen, and things were about to turn sour when Grun seemed to be able to get her to think of an alternative. She took Grun's vial of water from the LeBlanc's well and left without saying much more. The adventurers weren't even sure what to do next when the circus came to them, with carts and carriages rolling by themselves that circled around the heroes, and a circus space that built itself in front of the characters, including a fence, 5 tents and benches, and a stage on the side of one of the bigger carts. Crimson Void paid for the entry for himself and the group by promising to stay with the circus if they could keep him there, which they couldn't. And so our adventurers walked into the fence, which closed behind them, and Rolfus, the dwarf who greeted them, disappeared. After speaking with another pair of Scyphopagus brothers inside one of the tents, our heroes fought the girl Timora and her pet, the Tormenta Chupacabra. Our heroes were herded onto the stage as the audience started chanting to them, "One of us," turning one by one against their friends. After a long and frenetic fight, made more frenzied by their own designs, our heroes finally defeated Mr. Zardu, the leader of the circus, only to find that most things in the circus were actually very mundane, and most of his spells were simple illusions. Zardu wasn't exactly a charlatan, but he wasn't the plains-traveling mage that the clues portrayed him to be. How he managed to pull off everything he did, still being a mystery, our heroes escorted the circus's victims outside of the circus and proceeded to burn the circus to the ground. The adventurers then delivered the adults back to their village of Placidity, and convinced them to at least consider the possibility of moving to Fort Hammerhead or its surroundings. They took Gaspar back to his mother, who was extremely happy and gave them an extra reward. And later, once they made camp, they met Fortunata again, and managed to get a couple of secrets out of her, including the location of the Wandering Cemetery. Finally, on their first day of travel back to the fort, they found a wooden cabin with attached roof and decided to visit it, which of course meant they pushed Kit forward to do all the talking. As she went to knock, the door opened, revealing a lanky woman with long dark hair, dark purplish robes, a pointy hat of the same color, greenish skin, a huge nose, huge wart on the nose, bright green eyes. And as she looked them up and down, she smiled. She said, "Oh, visitors!" And that's where we are right now.
What
What's
seems to be the
up?
problem is just a lady. Say hi, hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
How's it going?
No trying questions this time around, kid.
You might have
Lovely to
information.
meet you. Off we go now.
She's like, she's just looking at you guys, kind of seeing what you do with a smile on her face. And she goes, well, wouldn't you like to come in for a little snack?
Oh, yeah, sure.
No,
I
thank
am
you.
hungry, though.
Nope.
What's
Very
wrong
hurry.
with you?
Very
She,
much in a hurry.
By the way.
she seems to be
Like,
having a great day. She's smiling, she's laughing, and she's offering snacks.
I see no problems with this.
Yeah.
0 red flags.
Fabulous. Well, you lot can go in. Kit, would you like to join me? Just continuing down the path farther away from whatever the heck this is.
What, you guys don't want snacks?
Are we not?
Back
She
away.
seems like a nice lady.
Yeah.
She like backs away and shows the entrance like this, like.
I'll come in. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm down for a snack. Hi, I'm Bucko. What's your name?
Hi. I'm Raguria. Let me show you guys a picture, actually.
I'm sure it won't be scary at all.
Not terrifying at all.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Yeah.
an old lady. Come on, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just
if the
you
house
guys.
is made of candies, I'd like immediately distress her, but you know.
Doesn't look like it.
Look, she lives all
Yeah,
her
what
own
you see,
social
what you
skills.
get.
Hey.
Yeah.
There she is. So you guys go in?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
I go in.
Yeah.
Kid's like
Yeah.
standing at the door, like looking at time, looking at everybody else, and like,
Can I do a mysticism?
Yeah, can we like?
Sure. You guys can try whatever you want.
Insight?
18.
Is there any two? Just get inside the hut. It's all good. Come on.
Listen,
18.
I've survived a lot in this world avoiding trouble.
Like, worst case scenario, we get snacks.
Right?
I've got
Always
food,
down for
I'm
snacks.
fine.
worst case scenario, Crimson.
Of course it is.
I'm just
Worst case
Gonna-
scenario, we are the
We are
I
just
think
like,
I think time just backs away and just is like goes into the shadows to stealth the hell out of
Like,
there.
Crimson Void is gonna get close to Kit, and he's gonna whisper, "It's an old lady. She's pretty small. She's pretty slim. We're not snacks."
Yet.
Like, come on. Maybe thyme would be a snack for her, but I will not let that happen. I will not let that happen.
I'm standing right here.
I know
I
you
rolled a
are, and I'm
natural
telling
20 on
them,
my
I'm telling them that you are a very nice lady that is inviting us for a snack, and we should go in. That's the, what's the word that you use again?
polite
Like,
thing to do.
polite thing to
I
do.
rolled a natural 20 on my stealth check, so you're gone.
Oh well, more for
I mean, I
me, I
rolled
guess.
16 on insight. Do I get the sense that she's evil or cool or?
Mysticism. There's definitely some spells going on.
Which is cool. Do I know?
With an
is this
18,
a
you
thing?
can. With an 18, you get some illusions. Simple illusions that that probably are in the hut.
In the hut, not like on herself or. Oh,
No.
okay. So sure, just keep an eye out for that.
With a 16 intuition, you don't know this person, like, but she's like an old lady offering snacks.
Always down for snacks.
I've always learned that you should always accept snacks from.
You
Weird
literally
old ladies.
just heard just learned the opposite.
Where? When?
Oh yeah, with the soup.
No, I love that. I mean, I had some side effects, but that's just because I ate too much before going to sleep. I actually feel better because of the soup. I feel like more focused. I feel stronger. The soup's not a problem.
Rather,
No, it was always like that, man. Why do you need to bring that up? Like,
Well,
I don't point the finger at you and say you're right or
I
something.
mean, I am
time.
rather.
What should we do? Time.
Oh, she gone.
More for me.
Oh, you have plenty of time. Come on in.
Oh boy, every time it gets me, I like her. Let's go.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna get in, sit down, eat something, have a nice chat. It's an old lady. Old people usually know stuff.
That is true.
They've been around.
Also, Kit, she knows magic. I feel magic coming from inside that tent.
Do you know magic,
not tent.
ma'am? Raguria?
Of course.
See, she
See?
knows magic. It's so good.
Right on.
She might have information about magic.
I
Knowledge.
grasp the symbol, the like book and quill symbol in my chest. I mutter like a quick prayer under my breath, which is actually a prayer. and I go in.
Spending
After my
mana to
friends.
go into an old lady's house. That's good.
Yes.
Uh,
Just in case.
you walk in,
And die.
and you see a cabin, pretty like open space. You see there's one other door in the cabin. There's some windows. It's kind of even well lit. Better lit than you expected. There is a cauldron. It does have a weird smell, and there are plenty of weird things hanging on shelves and on tables. There are some chairs around another circular table, which has like this creepy bent black candle on top of a skull. And on top of the table, there are snacks.
See? What type of snacks? Let's get the important questions out there first.
Exactly. We're talking
Are
cheese and
the snacks the
crackers. What's
source
up?
of the thing I felt, do you think?
So, you see the illusions around. Give me an insight check as well.
Can I do will?
No.
Let me find it. Had to try.
I don't know why you guys are so.
Ooh, yeah, that tracks, yeah.
It
7.
boggles your mind a little bit, but it's some weird places. Like some of the corners, they're in like on some of the tables and some of the materials, and on the table you guys are about to sit, but at the same time, like not on the things that are on the table.
Okay.
So it's like
I won't sit though, just in case.
Yeah, she's like, okay, you have some toasty fingers, and like you look at it and it looks like a fat finger that was like carved and hollowed, and she's like, these are peppers cuts. It's like,
Sure.
Thank you. Not bad.
I'm not big on meat, but
no, they're
but
peppers
Thank
only,
you.
right?
Appreciate it.
I think this
Oh,
is.
I get
Yeah,
peppers.
they're
I think
just
this is gluten free. It's good for you.
yeah.
so
Cool.
there's a
as
bunch
well.
of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff. There are toasty fingers, something that look like fingers, but she says it's actually peppers cut in half, made with frog milk and crunchy flies.
I'll have one.
Yeah.
Ooh. I love some crunchy flies.
Yeah.
Roasted apples with coated with gorad, which is like the chocolate
All right.
of Arton. But you can
I
see
want
that
it.
the apples were filled with worms.
Great.
Hey, more protein.
Bacon wrapped chicken foot with a good dose of caramel on top.
I mean,
Okay.
if it's
Also
cooked
crunchy.
enough, it's
I
good.
feel a pattern here. Yeah.
I feel that one.
Pumpkin chili,
All right, I'm into that.
which she says that has pumpkin chili, bat meat, all the usual stuff.
All right.
Sure.
And fish eye cookies, which are these sugar cookies with this like white goop on top. You guys are not sure what it is.
Awesome.
And
Just like Grandma
fish
used to
ice.
make. Yeah.
I mean, I'll eat everything.
I'll try
Yeah,
everything
Bucko grabs
red
one of the
first.
apples and starts
Yeah.
chewing at it.
Can I just like try to see if I can perceive any sort of like magical aura from those treats?
You perceive a magical aura from a place on the table that doesn't have anything until she goes, and the last one's the surprise. And then she shows, and it's a lizard tail and toad's eye stew. Which is like
All right, bring it
a
in.
pot on the table with bubbling, and she's like, "This is all these other recipes are pretty common, but that's my secret recipe."
I will definitely try it.
Yeah, I'll just start with the appetizers.
as much as I can.
I already
Like,
have
the
an
only-
apple in my hand, and
The
I'm
only
eating.
thing that I probably will not
Bucko's
eat,
already like full on
like
eating it.
I
And
will not
at
eat
least
the
2
apple,
fingers.
but I want to, scrape the chocolate on the outside.
Some of these worms
Sure.
are still alive.
Yeah. But everything else, I'm down, man.
She's
Kid
like,
is like just shrinking
Isn't
in the
it great?
corner, like
It is. Looks like my
just
own.
trying to
It's
disappear into
amazing.
the wall.
it's like, she's like, yes, the live ones are the best. They get juicy.
Yeah,
Wait.
still fresh.
This is really good, man. Thank you so much for.
Wow, wiggling.
How did you
Kids
why
start
were you
throwing up.
expecting people like? Did you know someone was
Oh
going
my
to
god.
stop by?
Oh, come on, kid.
Hey. Close call.
I think she had something bad yesterday. Maybe like a lettuce or something. I don't know if people eat lettuce or leaves in general.
Bad lettuce? Was it tasty?
I don't think it was bad. I think it was just regular. I don't know why people eat that. Like when they can eat, meat.
And bats?
Kid, do you wanna maybe get some air? I escort her out.
Have
Yeah,
some
I
stew.
escort
Have
her
some
out.
stew. It will make you feel better.
No. I think
She
the
throws up
smell
again.
might. Yeah. I'm holding her hair like.
Thank you.
You're like about to throw up again. She gives you a bucket, like, please, I need that for later.
Oh no! No,
That
it's
is pretty
not. That is
disgusting.
like very, very disgusted. It's not kid.
This
It's
is bad,
just
but I
that.
love
We'll save some for you. Yeah.
You guys that are eating all the stuffs, literally, you can choose one of the effects from the special foods from the book
Oh my
and
god!
take it.
I can't believe this.
Where
If you're gonna-
is
Let's
it on the book?
peruse.
So
No,
I can listen
I
to you guys,
definitely
so,
wanna go red. Yeah, just.
Like
You can-
Valkyrian, but potatoes,
So,
those
yeah.
things.
Yeah. So you can have a D6 that you can spend on on a roll that you make of your choice. That's gonna sit with you until you use it. Actually, this day. My
Yeah,
bad.
for a day. Yeah.
But since like you guys are traveling, I would make like, until the end of the next scene or something more important like that. The go red, it's like the go red, like you get 2 temporary hit points
No.
for the day.
Mana points.
You can
Yeah,
get
mana
five temporary hit points.
Right.
You can get +1 HP recovery per level when you sleep tonight, or you can get +1 mana recovery when you sleep tonight
That's
per level.
That's the one I want.
Fish too.
Yeah.
She's super.
The last one, which is a special one, that is her secret recipe, has a secret special effect.
But we can't choose like one of the regular ones and try to find out the other, right? We'd have to go with the Like only
have to choose
one
one
effect.
effect.
was-
It's either or.
Okay.
Yeah, effects from food they don't
stack.
They don't stack.
They don't
They don't
stack.
stack.
I'm really tempted to find out what the special one is, but the fish one is. I have 6 mana. I really need to.
Oh, like
don't-
we will not know the special one until we choose
until
the
we
special
try
one?
it. Yeah,
I'll
because
eat
the
it.
other ones we
Bucko eats
recognize. I
it.
think.
I'll have the special one. I had like the whole what however much she has. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, I'll try the equivalent to the fish silk, basically.
So, yeah. Write it down so you don't forget for the next time you sleep. And here is the lizard's tail and toad's eye stew.
Delicious. Yum, 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 yum.
So basically, the DC to resist your arcane spells goes up by 1.
I don't have arcane
Very
spell.
useful for Crimson, but yeah, I still need my mana.
So basically, the people that didn't eat him
Yeah.
are the ones that would benefit from it.
Yeah.
Can I get I
Cool.
get a bonus on mysticism check? Or I mean, I don't use mysticism either, or the magic related skills.
No, this actually
Can
might
I-
be useful. Yeah.
That was kind of evil of me, though, because you guys have no arcane spells. So if you want to choose one of the other effects, that's fine, too.
Can I have a +1 on that most recent power that I got?
Yeah.
Okay.
So all these effects last for the day, right? Until the end of the day. But yes.
Okay, that's awesome. So I have one
So
more.
one of them is I can add a d6 to a roll. Is that what you said?
Yeah, you,
One of them, yeah.
You have like
Okay, I'll
an
do that one.
inspiration like in your pocket.
Yeah, it's kind of
For
like
whenever,
inspiration.
yeah.
But inspiration lasts until you use it. This one is like for the day.
Okay.
I'll get this one then. The D6.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, the food is weird, but it's refreshing. It sits well for some reason.
Of course it does. It's food. It's a nice lady. I don't know why everyone was so
See?
scared of it. Gee.
Kids
Freeze at
so
this
puking.
price.
Give me a insight roll.
Doesn't
kids.
doesn't help that I'm eating like one of the fingers beside of you, I think. But
I'm
yeah.
holding my hair. No. 14.
It's all fine.
It's like holding the hair while eating.
Yeah. Gives it
Sucking in a lizard's tail
Oh
like
my
spaghetti.
God.
amazing. Yeah?
Yuck.
No.
Ma'am, I'm not gonna lie, this food is really great, and I'm very thankful for you two having us. But were you expecting people by any chance, or did you know we were going to pass by? Because I'm afraid that your guests will not have enough food after I'm done. I'm a growing boy.
Yes, you are.
She says, "I always have food for guests."
Oh, that's really nice of you.
Right
That's very
on, natural
thoughtful.
hostess.
That's really nice. Yeah. Get it.
She's just like standing awkwardly there, looking at you guys with a huge smile on her face.
Yeah, I'm not there anymore.
Is there anything we can do for you as a thanks for all this
Yeah.
food?
Yeah. Good question. Shit. You see that? You see that actually stumps her a little bit, and she kind of like, oh, well, never had adventurers want to help me before.
That's a shame. You seem perfectly lovely.
People these days, I tell you.
Time has still not reappeared.
I don't even know if you're inside or outside.
No, I stayed outside by the trees. I'm just watching and listening in case like they need backup. Otherwise, I'm just like, nope.
Peaced on out of there.
She says, "Wow, I wouldn't mind a rubbing of the tiny one's wings."
You do a what of the tiny one?
What?
Yeah.
A rubbing? I thought it meant like a little bit of the powder from her wings.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking about like a sketch.
The action of
Oh, my bad.
rubbing is what I was thinking. I'm like,
She must have.
Yeah. I want to feel it.
Yeah,
Give you a little massage.
Crimson Void will get like close to Bucko and say, does that stuff like drop like randomly?
is it like dandruff?
That's a time question. That's not a Bucko question.
Like
never
it might
had
be
wings.
it might be a sensitive issue, like for fairies. I don't know if you should ask.
You know, I never had wings either. I also don't know.
Yeah, I don't have them yet.
Well, when she turns back up, we can ask her, but, yeah. What do you need it for?
Well, you never know when you're gonna need some sylph wing powder for some potions. Fae are wildly magical.
All right, we can try. I mean,
Yeah, no, that's right.
we will not force her to do anything. You know, she's her own person, of course, but we can ask.
Yeah. Can I have a clipping of your hooves?
Of my hooves?
I don't have hooves.
Yeah, I've been meaning to trim them it's been a minute, so. You got any hoof clippers?
So she just gestures behind her back and brings out a couple of clippers. Whatever.
I sit there and
has
start
on
like
them, yeah.
trimming my hooves at the table like a freaking.
At least you're not having.
Look, Bucko's a nice dude, but he's not a part
No,
of
I
polite
mean,
society.
At least you don't have to do it with your teeth like last time. So yeah, I think it's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like this is an upgrade. Hell, I'd have taken a zester. Just like sitting there trimming.
And then she looks at you two, Crimson and Grun. And she goes, you know, some very bad things have been coming to the Central Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've met some and we've killed some.
we
I
did.
plan on
Burn
destroying
some
more.
others. Yeah.
Do you know of something specific, by any chance?
Well, there was a charlatan, but I think he's gone.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
he is.
the little one. She's brutal, by the way. She's like the bodyguard of our group. She's probably out there just, checking the surroundings, because if we are
Scouting.
approached by some menace or something, if there's someone coming to terrorize this place, your hut, she'll take care of it. We will never even listen to it. She's tough.
Oh yeah, she rules. You should see her perform sometime. She's great.
I'm the only one that terrorizes this hut.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's a good
I
one.
think I could do
That's
it
nice.
too. Wanna see?
Are you are you proposing to her, Grant, by any chance?
Oh no, just
Oh, stop it, you.
a friendly challenge.
And she turns a little bit.
Let me.
I mean, you guys would make a cute couple, I guess. I don't know what cute couples look like. For all I know, it's this.
Well,
Congratulations.
I like cute couples.
Well, I don't think I'm in a moment in my life where, but yeah, who knows? One day, I have a feeling that
Couple
you'll
of
be
handfuls
around.
of hoof trimmings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, she grabs what you gave her, and immediately just drops it into the whatever was in the cauldron.
Cool.
Eh.
Would you kids like a story?
Oh yes, definitely. Kit?
Kid stops puking for a second and looks up.
We love stories.
Well, sit down.
I was already sitting down anyway, so.
Same, but Bucko stands up and then sits back down. I'm in.
No, I have to stretch my legs, but yeah, go ahead.
What happens is this.
I don't like this.
Come on. I forget Discord. Ultimately doesn't like to have two windows on top of each other.
You know what
Okay.
would be funny if before we leave, Kit screams for help real loud to give the little one a scare out there.
That doesn't seem very nice. Why
I'm
don't you just
not
call her to come in?
I'm not lying and
that.
And yeah, the whole
There's
thing about
also
lying.
that,
Yeah.
I think the Crimson Kid can do it. Nobody's gonna believe that me or Bucko are asking for help. So.
The goat can do
Definitely.
it.
Oh no, the goat's too powerful for that.
Yeah, I should never believe it.
Have you met Duke? Okay.
Yes, I took a clipping from his hoof as well.
Did he let you do that?
Well,
Yes.
obviously he
Did you
did,
ask
or
for
else
consent?
she'd be like
Consent is very
dead
important.
right
She'd
now.
have a hoof print.
She'd be dead if she
Same.
didn't want it.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm
Totally agree.
trying to teach the little guy how to fight, but he's still behind a little bit. He's still, purple bells or something. He has.
Look, he just started, man. You gotta manage your expectations, alright?
Oh no,
He'll
I am. It's just because it's just like that. He starts to want like, oh, when I'm gonna fight for real, when I'm gonna get like a real fight, kill my first opponent, crush my enemies, see them driven before me, and hear the lamentation of the women, stuff like that. And I'm like, no, kid, you need to, calm down. You need to learn how to do this stuff first.
Like,
It's
chill.
it's a craft. It's not just mindless violence. I mean, you do get to do mindless violence once you have like the muscle memory and stuff like that. I tell him that.
Hey, you're a good mentor, man.
Thank you.
She says, "My turn for a story," and she does a quick gesture and like all the lights, the windows close, gets super dark in the room,
Cool.
except for like this glow around her, and she like kind of lifts a little bit, almost like out of the cabin. You're like, "Where's the wall? The ceiling?" It's like she keeps floating a little bit. Her eyes are like glowing green and big, like this weird green light comes out, and she says, "Once the mad hero found a hill that no one had ever seen before. He peered over that hill but saw nothing. And at this point, you see only the eyes. And she's like, there was only an empty valley there. Since no one knew about it, he thought it would be a good gift for the distant warrior. After all, if she really wanted to stay away, she could stay there, where no one ever went. There was only one problem. He couldn't get close to her to show her the gift. So the warlock beast came up with an idea. He would guard the hill so that no one would enter, and the crazy hero, mad hero, could draw a path on the ground. Then the distant warrior would follow the path and arrive at the gift. The mad hero did just that. And the distant warrior followed the path and reached the hill. The problem is that the warlock beast said that the gift was from him and didn't even mention the mad hero. The distant warrior passed over the hill and into the valley before the mad hero could set this record straight. At that point, the warlock beast had already fled, till the mad hero was heartbroken. So heartbroken that he was not recognized for his gift, but at least the distant warrior was happy. And you guys get this like low, like shaking sound. And right as you think that something is gonna happen, like she floats down, her eyes go normal, and the windows open again. And she's just like standing there.
That
Creepily.
was much better than the circus.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely, yeah.
You got some good
People
storytelling
should be
chops.
coming here for entertainment.
Agreed. Also,
Well-
the food's like miles better.
Oh yeah.
Definitely tell them about my shack.
Oh no, we burned it to the ground.
Oh
My
no,
shack?
we
No,
burned the
the
circus.
sorry.
I think there's a misunderstanding. We burned the circus. We will not burn your
No, not ever.
place.
No.
That's no.
Gracious no.
But
Good.
their audience might actually like it here. Definitely no one screaming one
I
of
bet.
us. That was disturbing.
It was disturbing. Got any
Well,
more
take
food?
some for the trip. And she starts like
Cool,
packing
cool.
you guys
Yeah.
with the treats.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Please, more fish soup.
Bucko's like chucking shit into the backpack. Like,
Can
we
I
get some
have
extra
a
for our
lizard
friend?
tail and toad's eyes to go?
Yeah, so you guys can choose one of these foods and take it, basically.
Yeah,
Which can
lizard
be,
tail stuff thingy.
I will take the one
Apple.
that gives the D6, the same same bonus
same.
that I have right now.
Okay.
It's very, very far away from all of this.
Kit, I know you're not feeling well right now, but you want me to pack something for you? You sure? Alright.
Oh,
You don't see her, but Time is like hovering underneath one of the windows because when the windows closed, she was like, ah, shit. Went up close, and then as soon as they opened again, it's like, everything seems fine, no one crying for help, great.
I'm from outside
It was
when
a
the
great
windows
show.
closed, like with a bang. You saw like the shack went almost like photo negative, like this weird fucking crazy. And like as it got closer, you didn't hear anything coming from the shack, and then all of a sudden, poof, normal, windows open, and you see them inside, like just chatting with the old lady.
I don't like this, I don't like this.
Do come again.
Oh, we will.
Oh yeah, sure.
If we run India, definitely.
Yeah. And we'll see about that request of yours. Like, no guarantees, no promises, but we'll ask. Doesn't hurt to ask.
Also, hey, could I grab another apple for our tiny friend out there?
No.
Oh, cool.
No?
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, thank you very
It
much.
was
You're a very kind
lovely
lady.
meeting you. Yeah, yes. Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah.
We sure will tell others.
I hope you had a terrifying time.
Yes,
Me
we
too.
did.
It's actually
Oh, it's
very
awesome.
refreshing and, heartwarming to be able to feel safe in a place like the Central Hills for a change. We have been, followed, we have been chased, we have been attacked by so many different things, and it's
Yeah.
nice to be able to relax for a change.
Exactly. Well, Teleblanks were also good hosts, but
Oh yeah, they were.
this is better by far.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Is everyone leaving? Are we going?
I mean,
Like,
nobody
out the
wants
door.
to scream, so we can full time up there. So yes.
Maybe we could just call for her.
Oh, I
like-
know. I have a better idea. Let's do this. I will throw myself at the door, and right when I'm about to, my skin is about to make contact with the wood, Bucko, you open the door, and I am thrown outside, so Time will think that we are fighting, and she'll be scared.
Hey, Time! She's cool! You can come out!
Oh man. Then we just.
I don't think I will.
I'll just come out.
Yeah.
Then. I'll
If
just come out.
she was behind the door, though, you'd probably smash her. So there is that. She might kill you, but
You are assuming that
It's a
Crimson
50-50.
Void would think about that.
Oh no, not at all. I'm telling because I know he wouldn't think about it.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't. But Crimson Void's making like a mental note. Bucko, great friend, doesn't enjoy pranks.
not great breaks. Yeah, if everyone's leaving, I'd like to lag behind.
It's very
I
suspicious.
thank her and I follow Kit out.
Yep, kid's like out the door. Very far.
I tell her,
Thank you for the bars.
Thank you for the stories and the food. You're a great hostess.
yeah, Haguri, all my friends had something to, repay you for your kindness. I'd like to leave something as well
I didn't
for your next dish. And I put the hand on the table, and my finger detaches itself from my hand and stays there.
Cool.
I'm willing to pay HP for that, by the way.
Sure. Go ahead.
How much? How many? How?
Half of what you offer maximum.
So not at all, because
I'm just making up numbers, man. I'm just making up numbers to make you weaker. I don't know.
no need for that.
Like I would say it's like maybe a percentage of your HP, but like literally you have like what 10, 12?
12.
1 HP is fine.
Cool.
I mean, I would say a finger is less than 10%, so 1 seems fair.
One seems fair. Okay. And the finger actually crawls and says, "Well, it's the real deal. We could use of it."
She just makes a gesture like this over it, and it disappears. She says, "Well, that's not very polite, but I'll take it."
Okay.
Not very polite. Bucko is trimming his hooves at her table.
I mean, Gran and me, our bodies have the Tormenta filth on it, so maybe she doesn't like it. I don't know. I'm not seeing the scene, so I'm just conjecturing.
That's fair. I'm not there.
Well, anyway, thank you for the food. See you around. I leave.
Yeah. You guys walk out and she's like, the door closes, but she's already at the window, like just like smiling, looking at you guys, like from afar.
How long are we supposed to stay here?
Kristen and Boyd
waiting?
and Bucko like, hey.
How long do we need to do this? Can we leave? Can we? I hope we can. Okay, bye.
No, worst time. Time!
Okay, bye.
I think I pop up next to Kit.
Wah!
All right, off we go.
Hey, Thyme, I need to ask you something. The nice lady at the house, she asked us if we could ask you if she could have like a rub of your wings, like powder or something. I don't know.
Like a little bit of powder.
A little bit of. No.
No? Okay,
Fair enough.
that's cool.
Kid like walks by Time and is like, I just realized our group is a little bit, it's a little bit of a danger to my safety. So, yeah.
Listen, here's the dangers of traveling with mostly I feel like mostly men. Like, Bucko's he, they, so you know. But like,
It counts.
there's a level of growth you just have to accept.
That's why female adventurers live longer. I assume. I don't know, but one must assume.
That does make sense, though.
Yep, that sounds like a real data. Data point. Anyway. Like, Kid is extremely scarred by the whole situation, and she barely talks. Well, which is something you probably haven't seen happening a lot.
Yeah, no.
So she barely talks the rest of the way.
She wanted rubbings of like the powder off my wings,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, she looked like some
For
kind of
spice,
scientist
I
or
think.
something.
I just
Cook.
my thought is just like, what if she could use that to find us if we without us knowing.
Isn't that
Well,
cool? Like, if we're in trouble,
now
she
that you
comes for
say it,
help.
Yeah, she definitely could if she had some part of us on hand.
I already thought Kid was the
Actually,
gullible one.
Yeah, she definitely could.
I don't like the thought of it.
I don't know why everyone
Also a bit
is.
invasive, really.
She was a perfectly nice
She
lady. I
was
wouldn't
a
mind
great,
running
like,
her
she gave
again.
us Fuchi
Okay,
told us
well,
a story.
What's the worst that could happen?
Listen, I looked. First of all, what happened when all those windows closed?
Oh, she told us a funny
she was
story,
telling
yeah.
us a story. She's a great storyteller. She's almost as good a storyteller as Kit is. I think.
Yeah, almost.
But I'm
she
not
does
sure.
have like production value going for her, but you know.
She does, yeah, she does.
I write on my little like notebook, work on production value.
Yeah.
But like the house was all weird and closed
Oh,
up.
she was
and then
weird
it
as
just
well.
back
Yeah,
to normal.
her eyes glowed green. She started floating, and then everything.
Yeah,
Rebecca-
she was amazing.
She has
Gran
a-
proposed to her,
floating
actually.
isn't that weird.
Yeah.
Floating
Rebecca in the
isn't
yeah,
chat
yeah,
has a
they
good
did.
point.
Gran
Is
proposed to her.
Gran's finger missing?
Oh, definitely yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, because you know when
Do we
when you
notice
propose
it?
to someone, you give a finger to the. Oh wait, it's not. I don't think it's usually a finger. It might be a finger when you propose to someone. And
It could be the
Gran
entire
did.
hand.
I think we need a perception check. He's waving it around like this all the time.
It's my hand.
You know when things are like right in your face and most of the times you don't notice it?
Oh, people don't notice at all.
That's
I'm
me.
I'm the master of it.
Yeah, exactly. So
Let me tell you, like I did magic when I was a teen. People don't see shit.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
at all.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
I mean, as someone that used to wear glasses before and would always look for them, but they were in my face, I
Oh, been there.
I like.
Been there.
I
That
don't think I
doesn't
would
count
notice.
because you can't see
Actually,
the
I don't
glasses
get
most
to
of the
do that.
time.
But you can notice that you're like seeing clearer. But I'm like, no.
My eyes are so bad. I never had that where I'm like, oh, I don't remember. I'm not wearing my glasses. Normally, it's just like, oh, I just can't see everything.
that
is
makes sense
blurry.
now. Yeah. Oh well. I think you do
That's
notice
all
that
that's
my finger's not there anymore.
Okay.
Did it hurt?
Dude, bro,
What?
what happened?
Oh, this?
Yeah, that.
Oh.
When did that happen?
Well, you
Are
know.
you bleeding? Do we need to like wrap it up?
Nah,
Yeah, you want some
it's going
healing?
to grow back.
Do you want me to? Oh, like a lizard?
Like a lizard. Yeah.
Do you want me to
That's
chop
cool.
the other ones off so you know your hand is
You're
like
even.
Yeah.
yeah?
That doesn't seem-
And I could like, I mean, this one is kind of useful, and I make the pinky finger disappear and the other one regroup.
Oh,
So, maybe this is
yeah.
easy.
I can do this as well. See, woo!
Cool.
Sorry first here and only on TV.
Yeah. By the way, when you see that, you know the finger becomes bugs basically.
No,
And
okay.
going-
I need to make a roll here. Just one second.
Look, you do bug-related
Okay.
things all the time as well. Don't start on me on that.
I only have the armor. And
That's a big one.
And
it's a big one, but the thing is, I've never seen you turn into a bug or something. this is new?
This is new, definitely.
Why do you have such a power that I haven't seen before? Unless
Because I'm
but
a
I
growing
will-
boy like you.
I don't think you're gonna grow any more than that, man.
Oh no, actually I'm shrinking, like my strength's
Yeah.
going way into the negatives, yeah.
Don't worry, it's gonna get worse. Yeah, no, I rolled a 10. That's not. I mean, Crimson Void is.
I'm weird, you know, I do weird
a
shit.
little bit suspicious, but that's not a big deal.
Normal grand suspiciously.
Yeah, exactly.
Suspiciousness.
Oh.
Can you turn more than just like your fingers into bugs?
Oh yeah, and I collapse into bugs.
Well, there's your
That
intro.
is a very that is a very different story. But I still
Oh my
rolled low, so okay. Oh, that is very interesting. Does it hurt if I squash the bugs? And then I squash like a couple of bugs.
You
just
definitely
because.
do, yeah. You.
Why would you do it before you got the answer?
Although I do have like crazy resistance because of it. But yeah,
That's fine. You don't take damage. It's cool.
But do you take damage from?
I
you
do.
take
No,
damage
I
from
think
normal
it's
damage.
me. It's still me. I'm just a lot of bugs instead of a fully formed person.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Hey, give me an attack roll, Lucky.
Oh, I don't wanna. It's just casually stomping about. Maybe crush 1 or 2, maybe 5, maybe
I mean,
10.
it's unarmed. So.
I do have, but he has like my HP is strength, so.
I don't wanna kill the guy by accident. Come on.
Oh,
No, I'm not killing
You
him.
I mean, it would
you
be
can
very
keep
in
some-
character.
Yeah,
It's just like you
It would.
can miss the bugs. Is what
you
I
can
mean.
also miss the bugs because I have like.
Yeah,
No,
I
you will
won't miss
hit the bugs. Definitely hit the bugs. Yeah.
Yeah. You take a 1 damage, another 1 damage. No way.
Okay, any
Run.
more of that, and but yeah, I form again and I go, dude, and I like reset my nose.
I mean,
Missing a tooth.
Yeah, like come on.
then Crimson Void will still try to make light of the situation, but in a bit more serious tone. He'll be like, well, instincts against Tormenta and stuff. I know we are kind of part of it, but at the same time, it just kicked in. My bad.
No, okay,
Won't happen
just
again.
be careful with mirrors because
Oh, I
you smash them
smashed
like
I
constantly.
smashed my fair sort of mirrors. Yeah. A lady said that I will have bad luck for 350 years or something. I don't know what she means by that.
Yeah, that's a lot. Well, maybe try. I was going to say try to think before you do it, but never mind.
You're funny, Grun.
Nice to see I'm no longer the smallest one here, I guess.
Oh yeah.
But he's not as powerful as you, Thyme.
By a large number,
You
there's a
could
lot of
take
tinier
him
things than you.
easy.
Oh, yeah. I suppose we are the smallest ones.
Was there anything else in that house? I know there was kind of that main room. Was there anything else in there?
Yes, there was food. There was a lot of food, and it was great. And it was free.
I didn't look around. I, didn't
I
think
assume it was
polite.
free. I don't know. I didn't ask, so
I did. She said it was fine.
it's free.
Yeah.
Do you want to go back there? Maybe get some food. No, Kit
Oh, we should
says
probably
she's
be
doesn't.
heading towards the fort, you
Yeah,
know.
okay. Hey, Kit, are you feeling better?
Kid's like kind of pale.
Was it something that you ate?
No, it's something you ate.
You want me to carry you?
The soup? But it's gone.
No.
Yeah.
Time, let's go, please.
Oh yeah, no. I've been assuming we're walking and talking.
Yeah.
Here, and I just pull out. I'm not playing the healing melody or anything, but I am playing on my just something quiet and comforting, to travel to.
Not your camera flip.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
just- I'm trying to.
All right. Cool. You guys keep going to the fort.
Yes.
Do we have a retroactive thing to do?
Shh. Okay. As you guys, kind of get your bearings and go back and keep walking. Grun, you realize that if you wanted, you could take them to the cemetery.
Like it's near.
I mean, you know the way.
Yeah,
I
but
just have a feeling that if you rounded that corner over there, you would get there. You would be on your way there.
Kid. remember when I said I had something cool that you might want to check out?
Mm-hmm.
We're actually close to it, I think.
Where?
Oh, it's hard to explain, but I feel it's near.
Is it disgusting food again?
It's probably disgusting dead people. But
That's fine.
yeah, I mean,
As long as you don't eat it.
oh no, I don't do that.
I look at Crimson.
But Crimson looks at Bucko and says, I think she has a thing for eating neighborly. We should stop eating in front of her.
I look over at Kit. Do you want us to not eat in front of you?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
fine, we
be
can-
better?
Eyeballs and fingers in front of me. Maybe.
Okay.
Got it.
Kit,
The apple was
do you
fine?
eat
Or no apple?
Do you eat meat?
No worms. Yeah, but they don't have.
Worms?
There's no
Worms are
faces
delicious.
and.
They do have it.
Yeah, but not like. I'm not looking at it. when
It's
I'm
not in the
eating
dish.
it.
Okay.
Got it.
Well,
Alright.
wouldn't
I
it
don't
be
get
like
it.
kind of
I
light
don't
to present?
normally eat
food,
that much meat,
not
to be
as
honest.
it
I'm more
were.
of a like veggies and gorad.
Did you know that veggies
That's how I am, but I
also
also eat
have
bugs,
faces? Yeah.
I suppose you could give it one. I don't.
I cut a piece of fruit once, and there was like it was almost like a face. It has two eyes and a smile. It was so weird, and it was staring at me. I ate it anyways, and it was a vegetable.
I don't think
explore
that's a
that
face.
later.
And insects have face. Sometimes you eat insects. Like I had a friend. He was
Let's
what's the word?
refrain from eating
An
insects.
the
an
sheets
etymologist?
bugs.
No, that's not the word.
It is a word. Entomologist? Yeah.
No, yeah. I was
well,
trying to make a pun between etymologists and entomologists, but the fact that I cannot make the pun, it bugs me to no end.
Oh my god.
In ways you can't put into words.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it in.
Oh boy, we're this close.
So yeah, they also have face.
Okay,
You don't
well,
need-
what is the thing you wanted to show me?
No, yeah, I thought
taking
you.
us?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna take you there if you don't want to go, but it might be an interesting
No,
place to check out.
I
And
mean,
it's
just
It's
don't
a-
eat any dead people.
No,
You know.
Maybe we don't do surprises.
yeah,
I
no,
don't-
that's
I'm
the
not a
thing.
big
It's
fan of them.
well, anything that's a surprise there would be a surprise to me.
What is the place?
It's a graveyard.
What is? Oh,
But the lady said it was a
I think it's
wandering
gonna
graveyard.
kill us.
I thought you might want
wandering
to.
graveyard?
Yeah, I thought that was weird, and I thought you'd like to,
How
check
does
it
a
out.
graveyard wonder?
Why do you want to visit a graveyard?
Well,
are we
hey.
visiting someone that's
I'd
resting?
like to
Learn a
see
little
it.
bit of history. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Are we
if it
paying
was a regular
respects? That's
graveyard, I wouldn't
fine.
mind at all. But a wandering graveyard might I don't know. Be
Jim, have I
interesting.
ever heard of a wandering graveyard before?
No.
See, it's just anyway. We can go there whenever we want.
Let's
I
go.
think okay.
Right now.
Let's do it. It seems interesting.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
You know, my people, our graveyards are always in a separate part of the mountains, and it's a very serious place to pay respects for all the ones that came before us, and to pay respects for the ones who fall in battle. And I've heard the news a few years ago that one of the graveyards of my people was taken by the Tormenta, and this wasn't great news. So, since this is a special graveyard, maybe we can take a look, see if everything's all right over there.
Yeah,
Pay the
Or maybe
Pay the
figure
proper
out how it
respects.
wanders.
it could have something to do with the tormented.
I mean, yeah, that too. Like, Crimson Void doesn't care at all about that, but sure.
Well, so I
Show us
guess
the way.
I'll lead the way. Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, are you freaking kidding me?
Why is it doing that?
I
It's extra mean tonight.
Why?
Oh.
Stop it!
It's because you didn't have any food at the witch's hut.
It's a Raguri's curse.
Salty.
Why? Stop doing.
All right. So you guys start going to the Wandering Graveyard. Grun, it's weird. You don't know how to explain why you know how to get there, or like you're not sure why you know how to get there. Like it's some weird ways. Sometimes it's like you need to go over the rock. It's not going around the rock. It's going over the rock, but it gets you to the same place. But it doesn't get you to the same place. And like you do these weird things, go through a bush instead of going around, this kind of stuff. And as you guys are walking, it takes a while. Like you guys already had an encounter today, and already traveled a lot today. And night starts, evening starts settling in, night starts settling in.
All right.
And without you guys even noticing, you start having some sad thoughts. It's like this general sadness start coming to you guys. Like Crimson, you think more and more of the cemetery. Bucko, you start missing some of the people you grew up with. Time, you start missing your brothers and sisters that you liked the most at Bones Mania. Kit, you miss your mom. What's that?
Times also, probably as we're traveling, she's trying to pay really close attention to like any magic stuff going on, because she's like the thing she's not voicing, but that's going on in her head is this similar to how I could get home?
Cool.
Crimson Void specifically, he has a specific type of bad thought about the Tormenta itself and about his own nature. Sometimes he thinks that he might be part of the problem as well. And when he does not think that, he thinks about the fact that he wants to win a war against the ultimate enemy, even though he knows that people like him will have no place in a world free of the Tormenta. This kind of gets to him as well.
Like class consciousness.
Yeah. He becomes
actually
sad
cool.
boy.
That's actually kind of cool. How about you guys tell me what you guys like as you guys keep going, you start feeling even sadder, and like this melancholy starts settling in the group. Without you noticing that it's a general feeling.
I remember
you guys
my
just
students
are kind of in your. What's that?
I remember my students.
Your art students back in Vectora.
I think Bucko's probably missing the people he grew up with, like that little caravan, but also kind of that deep sort of sadness of knowing he's never met his dad. And part of him has always wanted to, but a bigger part of him has always been scared to know who his dad is, because he knows it's not the person he's going to want him to be.
Oh boy.
2 to go.
Now
Sorry.
we rolled, and we did it to ourselves.
Yeah. Kitten times are.
Yeah, I mean, Time's thinking about a lot of different things, but mostly it's how much she's changed and how she has no idea how to get home. So this might be the first time in years she's gotten any kind of chance to figure out how the hell do you get someplace no one's ever really been. You're born there, you don't go back there.
Yeah, Kit is thinking about the time that she spent alone and the last place she came from, and for finally like being around people. And what does that mean?
Yeah, people are the worst. I get it.
I know they suck, right? And what it means to her to be in a group.
Cool. So as you guys are really sad, and you're following Grun, who you guys don't even notice, but doesn't even look like he's trying to follow a trail anymore. You guys go over a rock, which, like, just looking at the rock, you don't see anything special. You go over it, literally have to climb over it, and you just
I hold Bucko's hand.
it just hits you guys.
I also hold, I
Close
hold
your
his
eyes,
other
close
hand.
your eyes, close your eyes. Don't think
I'm
about
like
it.
trying so hard to hold them so gently and like terrified.
Look
Crimson Void is
inward.
like-
Look inward.
What you guys is what?
It's not very happy right now.
It's just a place. Gee.
Oh, Bucko's scared of the height of going over the rock. So.
Terrified of heights.
Hey, buddy, do you need some help? Bucko,
Maybe if you close your
Do you-
eyes, we'll
do
guide
you need me-
Oh, that's my hand. You're
do you need me to
I-
close your eyes and guide you down there?
It's all good. We're good. We're so chill.
Bucko, do you need me to carry you and you close your eyes and you?
That would be a sight.
That's
Jeff.
fine.
That would be something.
You carried most of the people in this group. You carried me. It's not a problem.
I'm kind of a big dude, man.
I'm kind of a very strong dude, bro.
That's fair. I've got these two lovely ladies on either side who are really helping, so...
Oh,
Sorry.
Hey man,
Kid's like
Got this.
gently
Here's the deal.
stroking Buckle's
Like-
arm.
put your hands on my shoulders. Close your eyes. Just
Kid.
follow me. Put your hands here. Close your eyes. Let's do this. Don't look. Like, Crimson Void is trying to be respectful, but he has no idea what it's like to be scared of anything, to be honest.
Fair.
Tonight we have a special guest.
She loves the limelight. Oh, come on.
And of course.
Are you freaking...
Oh,
Maybe
scared
it's
me?
the cat.
It's the cat that's doing that.
He's the master. He was the one with the master plan all along.
Like in the corner. Siri, change the screen.
Just a little cat muttering.
Meow, meow, meow.
Anyway, when you guys realize you're standing in the cemetery, there's a bunch of tombstones. They're all they look very common in a way, like simple and stuff. They have names and stuff, but some of them look really old too. And they are in kind of a circle around one massive, like, what looks like a very elaborate tombstone in the middle, but it's just like a slab of stone, but it has these beautiful carvings around it. I can actually kind of show to you guys. Boop. That's pretty good.
Oh,
Nice.
That's cool.
Is there any names in the main one?
No.
No names. Okay, the names on the ones around. Do I like get... So, I'm gonna put this. So there are names that like can possibly tell like originality or like, you know, like a kind of like ethnicity maybe sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a pattern in the names? Do I recognize any of the names?
So as you guys explore this place, and you realize that the closer you go to the middle big stone, the sadder you get. You also realize that the closer to the centerpiece you are, the older the smaller tombstones seem to be too. And the names on those tombstones and the lettering on them, you can't read. You don't know how to read that alphabet, kind of. And obviously, I can't forget one of the coolest parts is, as you can see in the picture, sprinkled around this massive thing in the middle are a bunch of chunks of this, what seems to be like this metal.
The rainbow metal.
And the light plays pretty beautifully on it.
I'm
like
gonna grab
rainbow
as
star.
much as I can.
Same.
Yeah, I was gonna pick up at least a piece and
balls.
hold it to the light and see if anything weird happens.
I'm more concerned about the sadness. Like, do I sense that it's something arcane or divine in nature?
Yeah, can I, if it's like, may I do a religion check or something like that too?
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't
You
want
guys
to
can do a
touch the
religion
metal
check.
that burns and freezes and do stuff to tormented things.
25.
Oh, does it? I'm grabbing it. If it does that, I will probably take
shit.
damage.
I rolled poorly.
Well, you rolled mysticism too, but anyway.
Ali, am I affected by the metal?
No.
Yeah. Oh, I grab a bunch.
Oh, there's also
Cool.
religion if it's something. Oh, and a natural 20 on
Oh,
religion.
natural 20. How many can I grab?
Sneaky. It was supposed to be one roll per person.
Oh,
but
sorry.
okay.
So ignore it. Ignore it.
There's a lot.
Okay.
There's a good amount.
I want to grab as much as I possibly can.
Same. But I
Cool.
also want to try to feel out the place and see if I can
Yeah.
see any divine presence or
Yeah, I'd focus on arcane
images
things.
or whatever.
Yeah, I pick up a piece and just before I start packing it away or anything, I'm trying to make sure it's not disturbing whatever is going on here. Like it's not some either religious or magical thing going on.
No.
I grab a bunch.
Pick up the piece. Nothing seems to happen.
And I want to grab one, the smaller one that I get. I'm gonna put it on a different pocket and say, I'm gonna give this to Kururu if we ever see her again. I don't know. Might happen.
Kit, would you like to try maybe translate some of the etchings? I could maybe help. I didn't do really good in languages back in school, but I could try.
Yeah, I can help you.
But I was thinking about the other way around.
Oh.
You're the, not? Nope.
We can try. I don't
Yeah.
know how. I don't have a dictionary, but we can try to see patterns and see if I can.
Right, yeah, and maybe,
Decode it or
two minds and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I'm several. Well, anyway.
A lot of mine.
So, in terms of the, okay, so I'll give you this then. In terms of mysticism, there's no magic here. Not that you would feel it anyway with 10, but with 10 to 5 and the natural 20, where do I start? So this feels like a place of portent, right? Of like a place of that had importance to somebody, where like something really sad happened or started here, to a level that the emotions persist. Clearly something portentous, because why else would a place wander? Right? Something like of astronomical proportions like happened here that made that caused something really big to happen with this place. Like this place is maybe disconnected almost from the world. That's how portentous this whatever happened here was. Always hard how much to give to the players when they roll a natural 20.
Does it? No, ignore it. Just go by the 25 that she rolled.
Get rolled.
No, give
Yeah.
us everything.
Which is higher than my natural 20, obviously. But does it feel like desecrated or consecrated? I don't know. Does it?
It feels of religious importance.
Is there any iconography or anything that refers to a specific?
So the for that I will also ask for investigation. But on the pillar, this giant kind of tombstone thing, all the other tombstones are pretty normal. Nothing too elaborate. Like the ones closer to the pillar have names that you don't recognize and are shaped in different ways, and the ones furthest away have names you recognize and are shaped in a way that you would expect. And the pillar itself does have is built in a way that is kind of foreign to you. And that it has drawings and shapes, like kind of square shapes that connect things in interesting ways, and like almost like to Grun's eyes, like it almost looks like something. It's art, like, you know, it's extremely artistic and of exquisite manufacture in general, like proportions and the way the etchings were made, and like looking at the other tombstones, you can see this place is really, really old. And even then, the big pillar has retained through time a lot of its etchings, which speaks to how it was built and stuff. That's fucking cute. And damn it.
The black cat suddenly appears in the cemetery and just goes by.
Yeah. Curls up and lays on one of the graves.
You hear a meow somewhere. Somewhere. Yeah. 22 investigation. The pillar is also in the very middle of like
Wants to play.
an indentation on the floor, kind of almost like a crater or like a giant cut on the floor. And the crater seems to be right at the single middle point where it, you know, the concaveness meets.
Yeah, the lowest point of it. Does it look man-made, or like it was dug out, or like it naturally, like the ground sunk?
Or kind of like a meteor kind of situation where it's like
One
something
could
hidden.
definitely mistake it as something that was man-made or just a general terrain feature. But Time, you've been in the wild a lot, and something tells you this was something that was made, though you don't see the purpose of it being man-made. Like, it's not like they would want water to pool around this or something like that, like if it rains or whatever. Like, you just feel like maybe whatever happened that made all that so many people be so sad happened right there.
This
Do you
place
guys
is
think-
very interesting.
Do you guys think that maybe this is not like only a cemetery, and it's maybe I don't know how to put it, but something to protect this place? Like the fact that it wanders and the fact that they have like these things here crafted. Can it be
Maybe.
like a
I'm also just...
vault of some kind?
That's interesting. Yeah. For a minute, I was thinking maybe this was the reason it wanders is whatever happened. I mean, maybe what happened to all these people happened at once, but that doesn't make sense because some of these are older and some of these are younger. So what?
Some things have lingering effects.
I have a question for the GM.
Yep.
So my character currently is a follower of Arsenal, but originally he followed King, the previous god of war. So he was a follower of a god who fell. He know the melancholy of a lost divinity, and I want to know if, because of this, if the sadness that he's feeling here have any resemblance of that particular time in his life.
Give me an insight roll.
$11. Not great.
11. But that's okay. That was for something else. As you go and start picking up the rocks, like, trying to distract yourself for the intense sadness that you're feeling because you're standing right around the pillar and it's more intense there. You're quite unable to. It's like a sadness that feels you in a way that is to Crimson Void quite unnatural, right? Just like melancholy. And yeah, it definitely reminds you of the time of the fall of King, where like people, people were just so distraught they didn't know how to function for who knows how long. Some people never recover from that stuff.
Yeah, so eventually Crimson Void will see Grun and Thyme discussing about it, and then he's gonna say something like, I know I'm not the most knowledgeable of types, but I can feel that this place has it's of great significance for some people. It's like something really big and really sad happened. It's like part of the world ceased to exist one day. And that part might be buried here or something. I'm not sure.
Time's gonna
you've-
put her hand on the pillar and see if that changes the feeling or if it's still just as intense just standing next to it versus touching it.
You go and touch the pillar, and you're like, maybe part of you is expecting to have like start crying immediately, or be washed over with emotion, and you feel, when you touch it, you feel absolutely nothing.
But in a weird way, like all feelings go.
Yes.
Like
oh,
all the
Even
sadness
weird.
stops.
Like
everything
0.
goes.
Like,
Okay.
it's
You're
okay.
depressed.
So it's like the nothingness in depression, where you long to feel even the pain because you would be feeling something, but you are not. It's that type of
It's
nothingness,
disconcerting,
Yeah.
like yeah.
or it's just nothing happens. Okay.
It's not nothing happens, okay. It's like you're absolutely sure you should be getting completely desperate from the absolute nothingness you're feeling.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Not even that. Okay, yeah, that tracks. I actually turn to Crimson and say, about what you said about this place, like this part of the world that died. Do you feel like it's something that should stay buried, or something that should be restored?
That is not for me to say. That's for smarter people than me.
You are smart in your own way. You did sense that you like to hide it, but you do have some emotional intelligence over there.
I have experience. I have been fighting for my people for a very long time. I've went through different types of situations. I felt a god that I firmly believed in falling before I was able to find new purpose. But I would not know what to do with that.
I think you'd be surprised. You might actually know. You might be actually perfect for this. You felt your soul, I assume, dying with your god, and you're still here.
It's a trait of a good soldier to know their own weaknesses. My weakness is the fact that I don't bother knowing many things. But I can still feel some.
So trust those feelings.
I trust my feelings in battle because I know I can trust them in battle. I do not trust my feelings to make decisions.
Crimson, you're the foe. Everything is a battle.
I am the bane of the Tormenta. There's a very different thing.
There's just another battle.
It's the biggest battle, and we are part of the biggest army of all.
We are.
Yeah.
We definitely are.
The army that's going to destroy the Tormenta. I'm not being as smart-ass about it like Crimson
I know.
was saying this with a straight face, by the way.
Well,
I'll take this very intense moment in a very sad place, and we're gonna go ahead and take our break. We'll come back in 10 minutes. Please don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys soon for some revealies.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. And we're back. Here we go.
It would be funny if everyone came back wearing like emo makeup
Oh, that would be great.
We should have thought about that.
Tear,
earlier.
Give me
Should have
5
thought about that.
Damn it! It would be.
Yeah,
We're gonna
have
take another
been so
break. We'll be
funny.
right back.
It would have been so funny. Like everyone,
I'll
like
grab some
oh,
mascara. I'll be right back. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody comes back with golf. you know?
darkness is
Repaint
engulfing
my notes,
everything, man. What's the point?
Oh man. That would have been great when I had long hair. Anyway. That's true. I did have long hair.
Same.
That's
Yeah.
so
I've
cool.
seen the pictures.
What's the point,
Oh, yes,
man?
I do have
I've
some.
seen one of the pictures. It's amazing.
I do have some, and it was glorious.
Oh, send me, because I don't have any anymore, I think.
I think I do. Yeah. There's also one with a flower in your hair, but I think you had already cut it.
Oh, yeah. That was for the orphanage. All right. Sad stuff.
Okay. No context. Cool.
Yeah, I just dropped information and like.
Yeah, I'm just drinking my hot chocolate here, enjoying
We played the show
my Saturday evening.
for some kids.
Yeah,
That's the thing we did.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Had flower.
And we dressed
It's a
all
little
kinds of crazy.
better than where my mind
It's
went.
better
I
than
don't
your-
know, like, my head like is a little weird.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I get that. I did a show
Sorry.
similar to that one,
Saturday.
yeah, back then. But I didn't wear a flower. I did wear makeup though, but I didn't wear a flower on my head.
Emo makeup.
actually, was that the? I don't remember wearing a flower.
Did, yeah.
No, you had another just we were
Yeah.
drunk and there was a flower in your head. I don't remember the context. I can give you.
Oh, that's the way something. I prefer the orphanage story. Anyway,
Yeah, it's better.
sad stuff. Yeah. As we come back to this, I don't remember where we were, but I am going to ask for our cleric for a religion roll.
I already
Even though
rolled
she already
religion.
rolled really well.
It was 25. You're gonna have me roll
I
again?
like that roll. Yeah.
I liked the 25. Can I keep it?
Sure,
Sorry.
it's for the same thing.
I already rolled and it was a 3.
Why did you? Why?
I said sure, though.
You
Okay,
wait
so
for
I'll
the-
take the sure. I'll take the sure.
We'll keep the 25.
Yeah. It was the first one.
Such a nice GM.
It's a very nice
I need to start
jam,
being more
like,
mean.
Nah.
Every other GM that I have, as soon as I hit the roll button, it's the new roll that counts. This is a very
Well,
nice.
if that was the case,
unless
Grun,
it's
That's why
higher.
Grun would
you're
have
cool.
a
Yeah.
natural 20, so.
Unless it's higher, then it doesn't count. Yeah.
They checkmated me there. Kit, and especially I think I would say because of what Crimson Void said, you know, of the laws and stuff, and knowing that he's shouted for Arsenal before, which takes you to the extra step of, you know, he probably knew Keen as the god of war, and he fell by the hands of his high priest
Courageous.
Arsenal, who is
Yeah.
who is now god of war.
Got a victory.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that takes you a step, you know. You're a cleric, you were ordained, you studied religion, you had those boring classes. Some classes were way more boring than others.
No classes are boring. Anyway.
That's
Okay,
a, that's
some
a nerd
classes
you're
are way
talking
more
to.
interesting. Yeah.
Come on, phys ed was pretty boring. Let's be real here.
What?
I hated, physical
Best.
education and arts were the worst. I wanted math. I'm kidding.
I have to roll fortitude. Hang on.
I like math though.
I actually
Anyway.
love math, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
How much is the 256 square?
Me get the
65,536. You
Nice.
can check.
You have a computer in front of you. I don't believe it.
Oh no, I just have this particular one memorized. I don't know why I remember it from when I was a kid.
It's a good party trick though.
Yep.
Fooled me. Kit, there's one piece of information that stuck with you, that I think probably sticks with everybody that learns about this, which is called the Revolt of the Three. Long time ago, three gods revolted. They did a thing and fought the other gods over it, and lost, and were punished. Valkyria was turned into the goddess of the humans, of freedom and
Ambition.
Thank you. Was turned into stone, and that's where the city of Valkyria is built. Is around where her statue was. I don't know if she's
The statue is still there.
there.
It's just
The
it's
statue's
not
still
the
there.
goddess anymore. It used to be the goddess herself. Now it's just a statue.
Or a dungeon. Who knows?
It's both, actually.
How
Perks
do
of
you
having
get
one of the
inside?
oldest fans of Tormenta in the group.
More seasoned.
Another one of the gods was completely forgotten, which for a god means a lot, because in art and the gods get power from being worshipped and stuff, which was Kaliadranok, which recently came back and is back into being one of the 20. And there was a third one, which is referred to as the third.
Actually, Kaliadranok was referred to as the third.
Is it?
Never mind me. So the second. What is he referred to then? Is there
Chilean, it's his name.
his name?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Tillian.
But nobody remembers what was he a god of.
Right.
His divinity was the one that was
Like-
raised.
He was a god. God of
Yeah.
what? Who cares? Who knows? The nerds
Yeah.
care, but who knows? I do, but the people in the world, most of them don't.
Actually, like even the revolt is not information that most people have access to.
Now, like
right?
people know about the revolt, but they don't know what caused it. Most people don't know what they
Why?
did.
Yeah,
That information.
we know the
I know
punishments,
is-
but we don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And you can too, if you read Portuguese. For now.
For now,
For now.
Yeah. This feels to you like a place where a god got punished.
We can exclude one.
Kid is like staring into like nothing, and she starts like saying it low and slow. When I studied theology, there was one story about the gods. Valkyria and Tillian and the third, and they did something and they were punished by Kalmir. We all know what happened to Valkyria, and we all forgot what happened to the third. I think this is where Tillian was punished.
What was he a god of?
Nobody knows. I mean, I'm sure some people know.
What? Was that his punishment, to be forgotten?
No, he was stripped of his divinity.
Where did he go?
Nobody knows.
Is he
I mean,
mortal?
I don't know. That's what some people think. He's possibly still there, wandering somewhere. I think that's why we feel so sad in here.
Could he be buried here? And that's why it wanders? Because he can't anymore?
Maybe. Or maybe it's all the... Because I wonder what these other tombs are.
Yeah, that was
It's their
what I was
followers.
wondering about.
His followers. Who lost their patron. Lost their god.
Or maybe are just normal people. What do you do in a graveyard? You bury people.
Yeah, but you see, Valkyria was turned to stone, and it eventually flourished into a city.
That's what they say.
Maybe this is what it is, right? A dead city. Maybe more people were added, and that's why it wonders.
I wonder if it has anything to do with what he was a god of. I mean, Valkyria became a capital, a
Also,
center for everything in the realms. Isn't that what ambition is like? What if he had anything to do with death, and this is why he's fall?
There was
With
a
what?
god of death.
There was a god of death. And he died because he was weak.
Lynn, or Ragnar, is the god of death. Tilion was something else. I just don't know.
why do you think there's rainbow metal here? If this place wanders, is it just set to the Central Hills, or is it... Could it be connected to him?
I have never heard of a place that wanders.
Yeah.
The closest I know of a place that goes around was my own god's fortress.
I mean, there's Victoria.
That's Victoria. Yeah, I lived in one of those too.
It's true.
But it's a
But I've never
different
seen it.
deal. We can see it moving. This place seems like it moves differently.
But why does he move? That's the...
Yeah,
I don't know
also
anything
that.
about
And-
gods, but I know a thing
may
or
I
two
do-
about wandering.
GM, I'm gonna do like a roll just for myself, for Natalia here.
Nope.
No, okay, I didn't connect any dots. Cool. I'm rolling like shit today.
Well,
Can I give
boy.
some backstory for our non-Brazilian friends?
Sure.
Please.
Tilion, the former god, nowadays he is a beggar on Valkyria, the largest city. Like, people in the city, they know the beggar Tilion. Some of them think, some of them don't know. Most of them don't think it's the same person, but it is. But he's not a god anymore.
And he went mad.
Oh yeah, he's way out there.
And I was rolling to see if Kit would make it a connection between the story, the mad hero story, and the revolt of the three. But Kit is not there today.
Oh, I'm not gonna even roll. This is a connection that Crimson Void would never make.
It does, however, actually resonate to some of Time's backstory a little bit.
Ooh.
I don't know how... She doesn't say too much, but I think she does have a thoughtful moment where she's like... Is it a common... I mean, people just have that name, right? Because I didn't know him, but I was in Vectora for a bit, and just, I think I'd seen him on the street corners or something.
Valkyrie.
It's a different
Valkyrie.
city. It's a
What is
different
that?
city.
Cities.
Oh, okay.
However, Victoria does
Port in Valkyria sometimes.
port in Valkyria. It's not
Oh, fuck.
unreasonable to
Yeah,
hear.
it could happen.
To at least hear of him.
No.
Like, he's been there for like
Too
50
many
years.
B names. I don't know.
Oh yeah, this is something that lots of people don't know. Like, names in Tormenta, by lore, they tend to be pretty unique in the sense that you can have 2 or more people with the same name, but it's not that common unless a child is named after someone famous or a hero in the family or a god or something.
Is
Well,
that
I
why
don't-
you guys
yeah.
were asking about the orcs' names?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, because all the orcs had names of
But
gods.
time
Named
in
after
Probably.
Tormenta.
gods, yeah.
If it's a different city, then time does. No idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'd been in Valkyria too much. Even though it ported there probably in my time.
Bucko's
I'd have
maybe
to look
been,
up
but
which cities
wouldn't
time's
know.
been in. I honestly don't know. I know one.
Well, 2 that's points made.
To be fair, I know we hammered down Vectora. I don't think we hammered down the other one.
The other one, yeah.
I'll look back into my notes. I don't
Could it
remember
be
either, sorry.
the capital city of Ponsmania?
Oh, she was there for sure.
She was-
Before
Well-
that was before she was not there.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. I don't know, just, throwing the capital city of Ponsmania is called Linantasheid.
That is not something that most fans know. Just everybody knows. Yeah, this is a flex.
I
Him
mean,
saying that.
they also have a place
Just so
called
you know.
the normal city of humans, which is
amazing. An
and
amazing concept.
It's not very normal
Nope.
either.
It's what they think it's normal to humans, and
That's
they
really
made
cool.
a city to.
There's the place
like,
of
look,
the,
you can come here and we can like trade and do stuff,
mean,
and
Yeah.
it's not normal at all.
There's the place
Time
of
definitely
the.
didn't live in like any big city growing up, so
Yeah. Maybe she was in the place of the evil fairies, the Silarwi Tenak, something like that.
But that's a
I don't know if
flex.
that's the pronunciation. I don't know if they use like Celtic pronunciation on
Your
fairy name, but I
master
do think
L'Oreal,
they do.
Yeah,
you know all
yeah.
the pronunciations. You're the one that likes to make them canon.
Like,
I am
that's
the
what I
one
was
that
going to
makes
say.
the names canon, so yes,
Wants to
it's
say
this
it's
one.
canon, so
That is true. That is true.
well,
I think going back to Kit's gonna sit down and kind of like take the rainbow medals around her that she didn't like, that people haven't picked it yet, and like arrange them in a like kind of just round formation.
I'm putting everything in my pockets. I don't think there's anything left.
I mean, I got some too.
I've
but
got at least one piece.
yeah.
Bucko didn't pick anything up.
I
So,
wouldn't touch it.
Yeah.
mechanically, it's like this. There's 10 units of
Like
this.
shards, right? Like pieces of metal.
units, abstract units
Oh, okay.
of rainbow metal. Whoever wants to grab some can do so. If everybody wants to grab some, I'll say everybody got 2 units.
I don't want it.
doesn't
If
grab
you
any.
don't grab any, I'll just say Victor that Crimson got it. Whatever you didn't grab.
Cool.
I got like 2. I'm okay
I
with
grabbed one.
Okay, please write it down. So
Do-
that
do
means
you-
Crimson got 7.
Do you guys want to split it evenly, like 3-3, 1 gets 4 or whatever? No,
No,
okay.
I'm cool with it.
You can
Well-
just hold on to it, I think.
I'll take it. 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kit sits down, puts one of those in front of her, and just starts praying. And like in a more like ritualistic way.
I think Bucko quietly walks up and just sits next to Kit and is just quiet.
I do the same. And I'm praying too. Real low, so no one hears it.
No, yeah, my prayers are like internal. They're like,
Oh, Crimson
I'm
Void is
mumbling.
daydreaming right now because our very first mission was to recover weapons made of rainbow metal, and now he's like, gonna get a big axe made out of this. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh Jesus, I'm so dead.
Bucko's not praying. He's
Oh,
just
buddy.
sitting there reflecting.
Oh, buddy.
Time's gonna start spiraling away from the center to see if she can figure out what the edges of this thing are.
Okay. You see the other three are sitting down, kind of doing a little ritual. And Crimson is pocketing every little... Is this rainbow metal? Nope. Oh, here we go. It's like,
Fine, be
Like,
careful.
this is somebody's nail. You fly to a perimeter check. You come from the land of fairies. You're used to like stepping past the boundary and being somewhere else completely.
Mhm.
And you find that the effect isn't that here. It seems to, like, if you didn't know this is the Wandering Cemetery, you would think this is a cemetery here. Like, there's nothing that tells you, like, oh, this place teleported from there. Like, there's no, like, split rocks, like, there's
The terrain
the
blends in.
the ground seems like it belongs, like, it's
But you can
nothing.
kind of tell where there's a divide between.
Yeah. There is a clear divide, like, oh, here starts the circular space of the cemetery, but it's not.
It belongs. Like,
Yeah, it feels like it belongs there.
It's really bad that I want to dig this place up, but I won't do that. Seems a bit disrespectful.
You guys are praying. As you guys are praying, night settles in. Actually, gets pretty dark. All of a sudden, you hear a black cat in the distance and some wolves.
I don't know if I want to camp out here.
It's fair. It's pretty sad.
Kit,
But
as you are praying and realize it's not going to make a lot of sense to almost anybody, you just almost have this feeling of like a snickering feeling, just for a moment.
I think we should stay.
tonight?
Yeah.
Is it respectful to do so? Just asking. I'll take your word for it. You're the cleric. But
I don't know. I feel... It must be lonely.
I mean,
Do
sometimes.
you think it'd be disrespectful to start a fire?
then let's just be here and be alive here and keep on comedy. Like, talk. Must be silent for way too long. Maybe the respectful thing is to just bring life here occasionally. Time? Would you mind playing something for us while making?
Just maybe one song, I think. And Time kind of stays along the edges because I think probably the feeling of being sad is a lot less when she's farther away from the center, and then I think she tries to play something that's like upbeat and cheery, but it's kind of one of the sounds a little more like bittersweet.
I think Kit the whole time is like just fighting back tears and just like sitting there quiet.
Yeah, and just put up the tent and start to look for firewood. And I take a page of Kururu's book and just talk to the rocks that are like the tombstones. Like they're people.
Okay. Time, please give me a performance check. Kit, you can give me a religion check because you were praying. Bucko was praying too, right?
Nope. Just sitting and quietly reflecting.
Grun who was praying too.
Okay.
Grun was playing it.
Do you want to give me an insight check?
16, 19 in the die, 26 total. Good luck. Best roll of the like campaign for me.
That's good.
Yeah. That's not true. You've rolled a natural 20
I
here
have.
or there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Sweet. Grun, what do you say to the rock?
I remind them that even though most people don't come here, this place is actually full of life. I put my hand on one of them, turn it into bugs, walk around it, and tell the rocks that they give life to other things. And I thank them.
Give me a diplomacy check.
With a rock. Cool.
Yeah. You bet.
14.
Cool. Dude, you feel like you're... Grun, you feel like... like this... a small fraction of your sadness turns into a weird, bitter, sweet warmness. Anyone else doing anything before they go to sleep?
I cast
And
alarm
Bucko-
on myself again.
See, I think
Fair
Bucko
enough.
gets
Every
up
night now.
eventually and helps set up camp.
Okay. Cool. Can everybody just roll a d20 for me?
Sure.
Just see a thing. And before we go into this, I have to apologize. I know it's kind of becoming a thing, and I've done this a lot, but I promise it's because they went right straight into the things that I planned to do this anyway.
Yo.
2 12s, 2 7s. What the hell?
I also
mean
rolled
it?
a 7.
That's a crit. That's a crit.
3 sevens?
I feel like it's
What's
a
that
group
called?
I
crit.
also
Poker?
rolled a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 is the regular level roll.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
It's a thing.
777 jackpot.
How do
How
you
does
guys
that
do
work?
this a
I
lot?
don't
You know
It was
that?
big
Yeah,
as
we
the
did
whole
this a
We
lot.
do that a lot. We're like very in sync, guys.
And it's
I
not.
think I need
it's
to go
not
to
even
Vegas,
like roll
not
20, because
Because
she's
I literally had
Sydney's
an
rolling
actual
physically.
die I
Yeah.
rolled.
Maybe we
You
should all
guys
go to
do that
Vegas.
a lot.
It's not a far drive from LA.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-hour flight from here. 2.5.
The last time I went, I only almost died, so.
Oh.
I got COVID.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay then.
I mean, that totally messed me up, but like, yeah.
It's 115 degrees over there now, so I'm okay.
Yeah, next time. But damn, I mean, I hate to say it, but it was just like to see who was gonna go first. So this doesn't tell me anything. So please roll again.
No, make the Tormenta boys rollies.
Yeah, two Tormenta. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, they were the highest.
Yeah. Nope.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I was
wrong.
hoping it was
that
a
was
4.
close. That was close. If it was a 4, it would be fine.
Was it a natural one? Was it?
No, a 4,
No, 4.
and a 9.
Oh, they do have different colors.
Yeah, because I think it's our color, like the token color.
Oh, I have that thing that makes everything a little redder for eye
Yeah.
comfort, and like sometimes I can't tell. Also, I'm slightly colorblind, so there you go. Anyway, so much information about me today. I'm sorry.
We love
That'll
it.
be
Don't be, yeah.
Crimson Void again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Time. Do you had anything you were gonna say?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, sorry. My bad. You guys go to sleep, and you guys are hearing Time play from like 50 feet away. You guys fall asleep in this really sad place. And Crimson, it startles you when you hear a voice you know. Calling you briskly like, Crimson Void, get up!
No. Nope. No. This is a dream. I'm sleeping. I'm gonna be asleep.
Get up, damn you! You feel the smell. It smells like a place you know, too. It smells where you guys used to have fights for training. Sparring
Okay.
fights.
Okay. I'm not picking up my ex this time. Even if I get up.
You could still kill most of us, but okay.
Yeah, this has been happening way too
Bare
often.
hands,
Again,
yeah.
I apologize.
I think you are mistaken here, man. I can definitely kill everyone with my bare hands.
Yeah.
Not
I was
Bucko.
gonna ask,
That's
are
why
we
I say
sleeping in shifts again or no?
I
a good
wouldn't
question.
kill Bucko, man. Like,
I don't
Bucko's-
think Kit is even thinking about that. I think, to be honest, I was gonna say that she probably doesn't even sleep that well. So I would even take like a rough night of sleep when it comes to like recovery for that, because I don't think she can sleep.
Oh, you will take a rough night of sleep. All of you will. None of you will recover MPs tonight, actually.
No.
But I have my fish. So...
But we do get HP back, right? So it's level 3.
Yes.
That's
3?
3 HP.
It's 3.
One away from
My man.
Well, that doesn't do anything for me. I'm already full.
Same.
I'm full of mana, so I can deal huge amount of damage on
Oh,
some people.
my finger grew back. Cool.
Oh, really? Check.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yes.
Crimson,
Yes.
you are hearing now a crowd going.
Okay.
You know exactly where you are.
Who let the dogs out?
And that'll be it for tonight. Have a good night, guys.
Come on, man. You cannot do that to me and not expect this answer.
That's fair. Gotta know your crowd.
Where am I?
You are, for some reason, laying down in this almost ritualistic place. Actually, kind of ritualistic place in your tribe where people spar and where people often do the sparring to where the younger barbarians fight the newest group of the hunting party that ventures into the Tormenta to see if they get allowed into the hunter, if they become hunters, if they get allowed onto the hunting party as well.
Okay.
You haven't even opened your eyes yet, like, as far as I know.
Okay. I know it's a dream. I'm in control. I am the master of my own destiny. So in the dream, and only in the dream, like wandering around, taking in the memories, you know.
Okay. You look around. You get up, I guess, if you're wandering around. And
In the dream, yes.
You are in the pit.
Okay.
To the side of the pit, I mean, there's like a crowd that you can't like quite see the face in the way that dreams go. In the pit, in the corner, there is a guy that you know, who is kind of the tribe's elder / shaman.
Yeah.
A guy named Rogar the Scorpion.
Okay.
He's a Lifo. He has 4 insectoid legs. One of his arms is like kind of a scorpion arm. And he's standing there with his shaman paraphernalia looking at you, pissed off that you're not standing to fight your opponent. And you recognize your opponent as well. Rogar is an orc, by the way. Lifo orc.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize... what's the number I gave him? Oh, yeah. It's not a very cool name, but his name is Unsleeper. It's like your opponent here. He's just a guy. Lifo as well, with like huge insectoid eyes, like fly-like eyes. Much like you, he has a axe. And he's standing, looking at you with a grin in his face. This was your ritual into the hunters.
All right.
Basically, since I kind of made this up for your background. We never really talked about this.
Okay.
We're kind of doing a just dream / flashback. I don't know if you got admitted into the hunters or not. We could decide this year or not. Depends whatever you do. If that's cool with you.
I don't care about that anymore. Crimson Void is not the same boy that he was in a tribe years ago. Like, if the opponent wants to attack me, he is more than welcome. I will not back down. But I don't even care about grabbing my axe because I've already faced enemies so much more powerful than this puny hunter. Like, I had to fight against my own will. I had to fight my friend Bucko. So who even is this guy? So what that he's got an axe? Bring it on. But it doesn't really matter for me anymore. Because I'm not the same boy anymore. And I don't care about being a huntsman for my tribe. I care about being a soldier for the whole world. What I mean to say is, despite the sometimes a little aggressive nature of Crimson Void, in this dream he's facing it as a very solemn meaning, in the sense that he's revisiting his memories and he's like, this was once everything that defined me, but this is nothing anymore. Because victory, the main dogma of Arsenal, is looking ahead at the next opponent, at the next victory, at the next glory. That, it doesn't matter.
That's fucking dope. Cool. Let's do a little bit of the RPing of this then. He does charge you. You know, before he does, Rogar to say the rules, he says that this isn't a combat to the death, though people might die.
Yeah, as it happens.
That if the loser, because he was already a hunter, if he lost, you were to become a hunter as well. If you lost, you were banished. Those are the rules of the trial. And he charges you.
Okay.
Do you fight him? What do you do?
I think you have to, like...
I can fight him, that's fine. I just want to let everyone know that Crimson Void is very clear-headed about this. Like, he will not lose control over it at any moment, because he sees the opponent as like a... You know, like when a child is playing fight with an adult, that the child might seem to be aggressive and the adult needs to be calm to just, you know, dodge and grapple the kid with safety. That's what he's going to do.
I have a question though. Do you have to, like, take every fight?
No.
Like,
no, I
as
don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. I can.
I thought it was a thing.
I can refuse, but I cannot.
You
lose.
can. Okay.
Yeah, this guy with his fly eyes just like has this smirk in his face, like, gonna chop your I'm gonna chop your smug face in half. Like, he clearly means violence, and like, he's not here for the rules, you know, and he charges you. Give me a reflex check.
13. Yeah, not great.
You dodge his attack. What do you do with that? Or what do you think Crimson would do with that? He comes with like a frontal attack. He is fast. He rolls shit.
In this situation, I think Crimson would go for disarm maneuver. Take the axe off his hands. No.
Cool. Roll melee.
Melee. 15. Ugh, that's a bad roll.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste
15 total?
Yeah, 15 total. I'm not gonna waste Actually, let's waste that D6.
Yeah, it's
Why
still
not?
the end of the day.
It's going away.
It's still the end of the day.
5, 20 total.
Cool. He comes with the axe. You just like step out of the way. The axe hammers on the floor. You kick it down, poof, holding it with your foot out of his hands immediately. He's completely disarmed. Everybody just like the crowd just falls silent at how almost immediate that situation turned terrible for a hunter of the party, you know.
Yeah, you think you're tough, big guy? I know a little fairy that could kick your ass like that.
You see, as he's about to lunge at you, like weaponless, the elder is already holding his shoulder back. Just like he looks pleasantly surprised, and he says he raises his other hand and goes, "We have a clear winner. His name, Crimson Void," and everybody, yeah.
Damn right.
And beyond the sadness that you were still feeling, even in the dream, and kind of the nostalgic feeling too now, it feels good to be in this better place, clearer-headed place, you know, of purpose. So Crimson, choose an attribute. You get +1 on that permanently.
Strength. Permanently.
What a question.
Really?
Yes.
Crimson is even crimsoner. Or whatever that means.
See? Wisdom pays off, kids.
Oh, it's not wisdom, it's strength. Let's be clear. Let's be clear here.
Life
cool.
problems.
We might not finish these tonight, but that's fine.
Yeah, this is to show the kids around there that violence is never the answer. Violence is the question. The answer is yes.
We do not support that at all. At all.
Oh, this
Let's be
this
clear.
is-
A little disclaimer with like the
it's
rolling
role playing, it's make believe. I am also not a professional Cookie Monster, despite the fact that I said that on the beginning of the stream.
No, but
But
you
I
are.
believed you.
No. I'm still an enthusiast. Cookie
Oh,
Monster.
cool.
I don't
Amateur
I don't get
Cookie
paid
Amateur,
for that.
yeah.
I'm training as well. Cool. I'll just follow the order I have here for the in Discord, and which is also the order there, and go for Bucko. Bucko, you wake up because something calls your attention, and it's a smell that you haven't felt in a while. Smell of carts, but not any carts. Specific carts with specific smells of specific people that you used to hang out with. Yeah, your clan. You know, the smell of the old leather they used to cover the carts, and the smell of the animals, and the smell of the people that, you know, of their sleeping in those carts or their sleeping bags, and you have a keen sense of smell, and you lived for a long time with them. And even though some people would join and some people would leave, a small core group of these people stayed and were really the core of this caravan. You were one of them. You lived with them for most of your life until you decided to leave. And you're sleeping on the floor. You feel your sleeping bag, which might even be the same sleeping bag of always. You feel a different smell of a person that was with you guys for a while, but not too long. She was Dallin, which is a half dryad or part dryad. And you remember her specifically because it made your leaving all the more difficult, because you knew she was sweet on you.
I mean, I think I immediately kind of get up a little bit to sort of look around at my people.
It's funny, as you get up, it's almost like the tiny chaos, the tiny energetic conglomeration of these people that almost happened almost every night was waiting to happen as you got up. And you all of a sudden you hear the fire crackling, people playing, little lutes and like all kinds of weird percussion that they made with whatever they could find, and while they're all playing and having a party over there, you see that that the Dalan was actually to the corner, kind of just looking at you sleep, which might sound kind of creepy.
It is very creepy.
I give her a little, hey. It's been a minute. Can I ask, do I see my current party members on the ground anywhere, or?
Oh no, you're very much
I'm just
aware.
in another place.
You're very much aware this is the day before you were going to leave, the next morning. This is the night before you left.
Gotcha. Okay. I go over. I kind of look at the crowd. Everybody doing everything around the fire, all the chaos, all the clamor, and I kind of walk over to this quiet little corner and sort of sit down next to her. You alright?
You see, she kind of, as you approach, she kind of looks away, shyly, kind of averting your gaze a bit. She's like, "You really leaving tomorrow then?"
Yeah. I gotta just, I think, figure out who I am on my own, you know?
And you don't think we can help?
I love you people. I love these people, you know? I love this life. I think some things you can't lean on other people for. I think this is one of those things.
So you say that she kind of looks at you. She looks at you almost like this finally made sense for her. And she's trying to search the truth for that in your eyes, and she sees that you mean what you say. She looks down again, trying to search for something to say. And she asks, "Do you think you'll find us again?"
Always. I'll be around. The world's big, but it's not that big, right?
Actually, I don't know. Maybe I should go and find out too.
Might be something, huh?
Maybe I'll find you out there.
Maybe. Here. I want to if I'm back in, I want to go into my little pack that I have,
Yeah.
And I think this is the moment where Bucko pulls out. He's like been saving this for kind of a while because he's had the thought in his head, and he kind of pulls out this little like kit of like just like tools, and he kind of hands it to her, and he goes, "I kind of. You want to give me a tattoo?"
She looks at it. She's, very artsy. And at first she's like, for a brief moment, she's baffled that you're asking her that. It's like, tattoo something in your body? And immediately she's like, hell yeah. Like, that would be awesome. She's like, really?
Yeah.
I'd love to.
I've always wanted one, and I don't know, this way you'll always be a part of me, right?
She's like beaming now. And she says, all right.
I kind of like tilt my head. I'm like thinking like horns or whatever you want.
Ooh, I like that. Actually, yeah. I think I know something that will work. And she like immediately starts like doing the little tapping.
Cool.
And yeah, same for Bucko. In the middle of all this sadness and bittersweetness, and you get this like warm feeling, bittersweet still, but this warm feeling to you. And you can also choose an attribute to raise up by 1 permanently.
Oh damn, that scene was something else.
I think I'm
Just when you think Bucko can't get any cuter.
That's the thing. Oh god.
I think I might go wisdom.
I love role-playing games so much. I can't. It's
There is something like, I think everyone here left the place they grew up in to live somewhere else. You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. It hits really hard when you traveled halfway across the world.
It does.
Yeah.
God damn it, Victor. I mean, I just moved. I'm not over it yet.
Yeah, man. You know,
No,
You're
but
not going to get over
Thank
it.
you.
it's not
It's
even
been
about
7
going
years.
to another country. It's just being somewhere else.
Yeah.
Even if it's close-ish, like in your situation, it's still far.
Yeah.
It's always hard.
It is.
Leaving home.
Anyway, sorry.
Hey, sometimes that's how we find our second family, you know?
It's true.
Yeah.
Speaking of family. Grun, you wake up to a familiar feeling too.
Okay.
Grun's from what you told me. This time I'm not making it up. A town called Andurian. You can look it up in the map. It exists in the map.
And in the
What would you
new
say your
book to
family
come.
did? Sorry?
And in the new book to come.
Yeah. Has a description there too.
It does. Which I did not have when I chose it.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, which is
I'm
really
going
cool.
with it.
It's
What
just for you,
kingdom
man.
is that?
It was.
Sorry?
No, it's a tiny place that I chose specifically because there was no description of it.
In what
And
kingdom
now it
is?
has, which is amazing.
In what kingdom is that?
What's the name of it? Near the it's the Free Republics. I don't remember the.
Of Sambordia.
Oh, yeah, okay, Sambordia. Oh yeah,
It's
I
right
see
next
it.
to
It's right here.
Tormenta area.
Yeah, let me show it to
obviously,
people.
for reasons.
Here.
Next to
Little
the
closer,
big
little closer.
red gash. Yeah,
There you go.
right
Right
over
next
there.
to the big, yeah, right next to the big rad gash. Exactly.
It's very handy to have a mouse pad map. It really is.
I'm so jelly right
And
now.
you cannot
It's going-
purchase this anywhere because this is custom made.
But you can make your own.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make my bed sheets. Whatever. Anyway. My girlfriend will not let me use it at all, but hey, I'll hang it over the couch or something.
Tapestry. Tapestry.
Oh my gosh. No, sadness. Grun, you're you wake up because it calls your attention that you are sleeping in your bed. But I want to ask you, because this isn't that specified in the beautiful background you wrote for me, for Grun. What do you think your family did? Like, how well
Right.
off do you think they were? not?
They were like, no, they were definitely like middle class, as in they had the means to pay for my education. So what I had in mind was that the place where I grew up wasn't too keen on the foe being near being near a Tormenta area, but they did accept it because they knew they were useful to ward off any invasions. So they were kind of public servants in a way, but mostly managing the defenses. So masons, architects, engineers, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. So in a way, still crafts people.
Definitely.
Which, you know, might have set off Grun in his path to craft as a craftsman, as an artist. Cool. Yeah, you remember your bed. Before you left. The bed that maybe could have been. You could have maybe bought a new mattress. The parents could definitely have afforded it, but maybe you liked it too much, or something. And you remember it, your bed. Maybe it was the place you had some of the best ideas, some of the best dreams that you woke up and had to paint. It's definitely one of the places that Grun would have found to worship Haradak and started, you know, his connection as a young kid with his patron god. And it hits you that you're there.
I look at the wall, like beside the bed, and I see all the drawings I did since I was a kid, like scrawlings and, you know, just crayon stuff, until kind of getting better with time. And I reached to my bedside stand, and grabbed a charcoal, and I make a new one next to the others.
You make a new one. As you're making it, you have a sudden realization that this is the day before you left. You knew Vectora was coming around, and you knew this is going to be it. This is going to be your opportunity to go see a place that is touched by the entire world. What kinds of cultures were you going to find there? What kinds of awesome things and new techniques, things to see, to experience, and in fact, you look around at the walls and you see that your newest drawings, or at least some of the drawings you thought were your best representations of what defined you more as an artist, or were you seeking to achieve as an artist, were all tucked away in this, what is it called, like a portfolio or like a little, yeah.
Yeah.
It's early.
I finished the drawing, and I write beside it, I write, "Mom, Dad, one day you'll see the real deal. The words, the entire world will see the real deal when I make my mark upon it. But this is a preview, just for you." And what I left is kind of a sketch of the mural I did in Vectora years later.
Yeah.
I grab my portfolio and my stuff, and I look out the window to see if I can see it right.
Yeah. It's almost time. You see that some goblin balloons are already coming down ahead of time. Maybe some of the goblins wanted to make extra money by starting early.
I don't think they would stop me, but it would hurt too much to say goodbye, so I just sneak out the window. Something I later regret doing.
Cool. You walk towards the place where the balloons seem to be aiming. There's already a balloon there getting, like, a guy's coming out already, like, setting up a shop to the side. It's pretty early. You see a guy that, pretty intolerant guy, used to give you, not only you, but a lot of people trouble. And you remember especially the look of suspicion he used to have before you started showing your LeFou traits, and how disgustingly validated in his, like, preconceptions he was afterwards when you did start to show. And he sees you, sees that it's early, sees you have all your stuff. And as you're going to talk to some of the balloneers, he spits on the floor and calls out, like, "And good riddance."
What did you say to me?
You know what I said.
I just stare at him like blankly. and say, "You're not even worth it." And I turn away.
Give me an intimidation check. Representing.
And that's a natural 1.
Yeah.
He
4
basically
out of 10.
points
For
at you
a-
and left.
It's like, you see this sets him off. He starts, worth it. Who are you to talk about worth? Your kind is worthless. You're the filth that's coming from the Tormenta. You shouldn't even exist. Ha!
Since I don't have my magical powers yet.
Oh, here you very much do.
Oh, I do. So this is not a moment for personal growth after all. I turn around and say, "You know what? I try to ignore some of the whispers I hear. The ones that say that you are actually the filth that corrupts this world, and we are here to cleanse it. You make it very hard to ignore those whispers. Maybe you'll start hearing them too when you go to sleep. I want you to remember my face. I want you to remember my voice, for it will be the voice that will whisper those things to you. I'm nothing like you. And I'm glad for it. I guess frightened. Yeah.
Guess frightened.
With the plus 2, which I now can use.
You see that, like, caused a little bit of a scene, but there's almost nobody to see. There's basically the ballooniers and some of the people, the merchants that already arrived into town, and some of the people that were too excited to be able to, sleep until later. And this guy tries his absolute best to keep his composure as he's starting to shake uncontrollably. And it starts stammering, like trying to say things like, what you're talking about, you don't scare me, and this kind of stuff. But you can see he's deeply troubled. Like, part of your spell is to make him perceive this in an extremely frightening way, right? Like, maybe your voice boomed or something in to his mind or something that way.
He feels insects crawling all over his skin.
That's fun. You see that he looks absolutely stricken, and he tries to keep his composure, and he cannot. You can see that he's absolutely frightened. He starts to hunch over a little bit. You think maybe he's trying to hide that he's being himself, and he is walking out of the square. He leaves.
You listen to whispers. You know you will. Good luck. And I turn back and go to the bone ears.
So, Grun, what do you think this means for you? Do you think this means growth? Do you think in some way? Maybe the power to ward off bullies? Or do you feel like maybe the opposite?
No, I feel like I feel like it would have played out way different in my memory. Like that was not at all what happened.
Yeah.
Because I could not do any of those things back then. And it felt like a validation of everything I felt all the way up here, that even though I have my friends now and they have my back, every once in a while you're on your own. And when you're on your own, you have to be powerful. Just stop being hurt all the time. I think it feels a little better that he has that power. After all he suffered. And he's not happy. And he has to do it.
I'll say that for Grun, it's almost like for Grun, the sadness gets deeper. Grun, you can choose one attribute to raise by 1.
It will be charisma.
Though it will not be permanent.
Okay.
Not to worry,
Bring a
man.
modifier.
Grun won't be around for long, anyways.
Oh god.
That might be true.
I know we still have 2 more to do. Do we have at least 1 more in us?
I do.
That's with the ladies.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Hey, kid. Somebody's in your room. You're still asleep. You're just trying to sleep, man. Who's in your room? It's really annoying. Making noise. You think they're going through your your closet. Wait a minute. Your closet? Why are you in your room? This is back when you still lived next in the same city as your mom. Give me an insight check.
Come on, kid. Really?
How many 2s have you rolled?
Many.
A pile today, at least.
I guess I jolt up and I look to see who's going through my stuff.
You look around. You really are in your old room, in your bed, in your soldier bed that you were assigned. You share a room with people. You have a small closet that is yours. Some people have like little chests. Some people have closet space. And you see that it's your mother. She's grabbing everything and putting it in a bag. And you see she's doing it in a hurry.
Mom? What are you doing? What's going on?
She looks at you. She has this like incredulous look in her face. She's like, how can you sleep through an invasion? And she like throws your bag at you. This is the night of the invasion. She's like, Kit, up! Kit! Damn it! And she like gets your armor and starts laying it out on your bed like, come on!
Just I don't think she would call me Kit. But
Okay. Can you please remind me your full name?
yeah. Elfrith.
Bless you.
Yeah. Elfrith.
Type it out for us, please. If you don't mind.
What? No, you just typed random consonants on the keyboard. I think you're mistaken.
No.
She says, okay, just substitute Kit with Alfred.
What are we running from? I'm so confused.
She says, she literally grabs you from by the scruff of your nightgown, drags you closer to her face. She's like, the Goblin Knights are here. Are you daft? And like throws you back in your bed. Like, get up!
I feel like I would stay in bed looking at her. Just scared. Then get up and put my armor.
You get up and start kitting up, and she like is helping you. You see that she's really, really shaken. And you see a soldier comes in. He's like, Commander, oh, apologies. And she's like shout at this guy, get out! And he's like, but Commander, get out! And he steps up. As she's helping you kit up, like on the parts that she knows, it's hard to do by yourself. Chest plate and this kind of stuff. She's like, you are going to get the hell out of here. They've got us. They came into the night. They're already inside. You're going to get out.
But what about you?
You know the way. You know the way. I told you where to go. You're gonna go.
I don't wanna go by myself.
I didn't ask you. She's like roughly like adjusting you. Give me another insight check.
Go, not to go, not to go, not go, not what? Okay.
We've never seen your mom this shaken before. She's like made of steel. It's the most emotion you've gotten out of her, you've seen coming out of her in forever. And to most people, this might just be her being mean, but you know that she's trying her best to be strong and to get you to do this thing. even though it might break her heart. But you know that she is scared. She wouldn't say that all is lost if she didn't think all is lost.
Come with me. Don't. I don't want to be by myself. Come with me.
Are you daft? I have a retreat to organize, a city to defend. You're gonna go. You're gonna help anybody if you see it in the way, but don't do anything dumb. Just get out fast. Help people that already got out. Move up north. And like she finishes kitting you up, like tying your. What weapon do you think you would have? Like a sword? At this point?
Probably a rapier.
Yeah.
I'm not a soldier, Mom.
That's why you gotta go.
I think I start going for the door. And I stop. You're gonna be okay, right? You're the strongest warrior we have. You're gonna meet me, right? You're gonna come north.
You see the same soldier comes in again. And doesn't even get a word out. He just looks at her face and shuts up. And then she walks towards him, pushes him against the wall to get him out of her way. Just looks back at you one more time. And I don't think she manages to say anything. He just walks out. And the soldier just like scampers out behind her, shouting things like, "Ma'am, please, they broke through the whatever." And she's like, "Then deal with it." And you just hear the echoes of her shouting at orders through the walls of this fort.
I stay staring at the way she went, and I get my stuff and I go.
You start making your way around the city, and you see the situation really is bad. Goblinoids really have breached into the city and are already well within the city, even outside the fort. Fights breaking out everywhere. It's bad. But you know the way out. You know a way most people don't know. Specific spot that you can use to get out. On your way there, you see a lot that you would have probably chosen not to see. As you're coming closer to the spot that has this passageway, there is not much of a way for you to get to it without running out in the open. And you kind of look around and try to make sure you're in the clear, but your mind is still on your mom. And you start running, and you hear a shout from behind you. Elfrith! A voice you know as well. One of your mother's aides, one of the captains or somebody high in the army as well. And you look back, but you don't see his face. You see a goblin fall prone in front of you with like a shorter sword on his back. And a massive bugbear charging towards you. And he's coming after the bugbear, trying to intercept. What do you think Kit would have done? Or would do now?
I think she would have hesitated and turned around and run as fast as she could to where she knows it's safe.
Give me an athletics check.
Not acrobatics. It's fine. It's fine.
I imagine this being kind of in the park, behind the fort. So I'll say there are like bushes and other stuff you can try to jump over or whatever, like do some acrobatic-y stuff. So if you want to do acrobatics, I'll let you do that. You do just that. You jump over one of the bushes on your way to safety, trying to like get something in between you and what's chasing you so that you can get there fast enough for help to come. And you're caught completely unawares when this bugbear just swings his giant stick at you, basically at the bushes you jumped behind. But his stick is so big, it like doesn't matter that there are bushes in the way, and he hits you and you fall to the side. You fall on the ground, sprawled over the floor. And he had you there. Like, this guy jumps in between you two. An elf. Much like everybody in the city, except for you, who are a half elf. And he like very, very cliche style, has his sword hold the stick, and he like goes all the way to the floor with it, his sword almost like digging into his shoulders. And he just says, "Come on, get up, go!"
Kit would get up. And turn around and keep running.
You start running. And you don't know really how, but you hear this tiny voice say, "You're kind of smart, girl. If you were really smart, you would follow me." You don't know how, but you know that a fox about 20 feet that way just said that to you.
I follow it.
As you start to follow it, you were like right next to the entrance to this underground tunnel that took you outside of the city, which as you were close to it, you saw that it was open, which it's like super secret, shouldn't be open at all. It's behind, like probably, I imagine it under a statue. So somebody had already pushed it or tumbled it. And as you start running away from it, you start hearing shouts and screams in there. Probably the goblinoids got there. In there. And you hear in your head, I knew you were really smart. And this tiny fox starts booking it, and you book it after it. How much would you say you trust this little fox in this moment?
I would say in this moment, kid doesn't see any other options, so fully.
Kid, you just run around town through places that make no sense, into a wall, through a stable, through a kitchen, under tables, under carts where like hobgoblin is fighting a couple of soldiers, like places that make no sense, even places that take you into the fray sometimes. Arrows fall all around you, people dying, and somehow you just walk out of that city. You don't even remember exactly the way you took. When you realize you're out, you're on your way north, you're alone, and the fox is nowhere to be seen. I think for kids, this also is just sadness. You can choose an attribute as well, but please remember, this goes for Grun too. Please remember which one, because it's not permanent.
You can put it as a global modifier and then just erase it.
Yeah,
That was
write it somewhere.
That was very intense.
Yeah, got one last one, but we can do it next time if you guys feel like it, because we're past some bad times here.
I'm wide awake now, but okay.
I'm still
Next
game.
time, you still game?
But also, I don't know whose bedtimes we're going past.
It's
Me.
mine. And else.
Yeah. Okay, we'll call that for tonight. Sorry, time. Tell me to make it.
Don't worry, we can end with a very sad thing. 'Cause I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Yeah, so kind of a sad note there. But
It's
that's
what
wondering.
it's what I get for playing a tabletop role playing game with actual actors. You get emotional.
Holy shit.
Yep. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for being amazing. Wow. I need to step up my game so hard. Thank you guys for watching. This is actually pretty amazing. And yeah, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I don't even know what to say anymore. Have a good night and the rest of your weekend. All right, don't forget to subscribe. And yes, Giselle Fernandez, Guilherme Moina, Natalia Molero, Sidney Granat, Victor Lucky, and Alexander Januzzi. Subscribe, share, tell our cast how much you love them. They deserve it. And we'll see you guys next time.
Be cool to each other.